This episode is brought to you by Mint Mobile. This summer, don't get burned by your old wireless bill. Make the switch to Mint Mobile. Get 3 months of unlimited premium wireless service for $15 a month at mintmobile.com/VIALL. That is mintmobile.com/VIALL.
Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time and new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
You're crazy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Viall Files Reality Recap Edition. I'm your host, Nick, and boy, it's going to be a crazy week. We got just a jam-packed episode, starting with our wonderful guest, Katie and Dana from Disrespectfully. Join us to start the show, ladies. How you doing?
Hi, good. Good
morning.
to see you guys.
We figured no better people to bring in following the finale of Love Island USA than the best friends of its hosts.
Literally.
Hosts.
Literally.
Ariana Maddox.
She looked good last night. Speaking of
Oh my
Ariana, she looked.
God damn.
She
I
looked
have to hear
insane.
Natalie rave about Ariana's glam
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah. Her glam squad there, her stylist, her glam squad. And I know that in all her free time, she is at that gym. And
Yeah.
she is working on those abs because those are the most insane abs I've
She
ever
hasn't
seen.
had a carb in probably 3 months.
Yeah, not to be a pig, but south of the
No
glam.
avocado toast?
Everything was working for me. I'm like, she's just an ab. She just walks around as
She's
an
one
ab.
ab.
No, she looks so
Yeah.
good. And she's so goddamn charming. I'm so proud of her.
And all the men who just like help her up the stairs. It's so sweet.
Gentlemanly.
Oh, God, I love it.
You know, having done a little hosting myself, it makes you appreciate the difficult moments. Like when we're all listening to music of like whatever the Love Island USA soundtrack is, which is fire, by the way, on Spotify. I've been listening to it. In reality, it's like, it's quiet there, you know, when they have these moments of like, congratulations, you know, and in real time it's actually really quiet and awkward. And it's also like sometimes Ariana is definitely like just, you know, saying her lines, right? She's
Right.
like, as a host, she's moving beats. But like when they announced Iris and Pepe, you know, which
Iris and
is like
Pepe.
the third runner up, I guess, which is still good. But it was like in that time, they were like basically lost. Like they were
Yeah.
last.
Like,
So
in
like, how do you
fourth
feel? They're like,
How are you guys feeling? They're like, yeah.
yeah.
We feel lucky to be bad. They feel bad.
We're in fourth place.
We just
So
lost.
we actually feel like shit.
You know, the producers is just, you know, feeding Ariana lines that, you know, it's just like I don't know if she would have asked that.
Do you think, well, I was wondering the whole time if it was memorized or it's her in-ear, because I was like, it's probably not in front of a teleprompter.
No.
Is it an
My
ear?
guess is she has
Yeah.
some hearing device, you know.
Mhm.
That would be,
It's an in-ear.
there's already so many voices in my head personally. So like, how do you keep track of that and say it on,
How do you
like,
separate?
how
Like
do you-
which one is like
Yeah,
that
it's not as-
personality
it's
and
not
which one
as
is
easy
Yeah.
as
Yeah, 'cause
some might think.
Yeah.
When we did After Sun, her and Sally both had like ears and Morris, and I was the only one that wasn't. I'm like, I want to hear. I'm just sitting there trying to talk to them, and they just start to like, they do like the far off look, and they're like, and I'm like,
Okay.
once again, it's the ear thing that I'm not a part of.
It's very miscongeniality.
Yeah.
Just like touching it and being
It
like, yeah.
is.
Did you know that you no longer, just before we get into Love Island, but Natalie and I have been traveling a lot lately. I think we've been on, I have to figure it out because I think we've been on like more than 50 flights.
More than 50?
Yeah, I feel a
Yeah, a
little,
lot.
like always feel honored when we go through TSA pre-check, but you no longer have to take off your shoes.
At select airports.
Do we know which
Oh,
airports?
only select now?
It said select airports in the article that I read. I was like, well, can you give me a list?
The only thing I have going
Yeah, because
for
I'm
me
only
now
flying
with
through those
TSA
airports.
is that now I don't take my laptop out.
Oh yeah,
That
I
seems
know.
the one benefit now.
I finally got TSA like a year ago, and now I'm like, for what?
Well,
the
it's,
laptop.
let's remove
I don't have a
uniformity
laptop.
and do different things at different airports. But for any millennials listening, the origin of having to take your shoes off is a guy put a bomb in his shoes and then tried to light it on a flight. So I'm
Is
confused.
that the origin?
Yeah.
Serious question. I mean,
yeah,
it just
it's
sounds like
20 years ago he had a bomb in his shoe and he was being sketchy and people smelled matches and they went up to him and he was trying to light. Luckily, he was so nervous he sweat through his shoe, so the bomb was rendered useless. If he had not been so sweaty, could have been a different story.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm confused why we're rolling that back. It's annoying, but it's also in place for a reason.
Right,
Well,
but I feel like
because-
maybe the technology
Bomb
20
shoot,
years
yeah.
ago
it's
versus
the
now.
it's the scanning technology that they have now to be able to detect it.
a little different. I'm grateful I don't have to see any more like bare feet walking through. That was
Sketchy.
Always like
Although
a no-go for
That
me.
screening process of the TSA pre-check is basically you just go to a Walgreens, answer a few questions, and then apparently you're no longer a threat.
That's true. I went
It
to a
is true.
Staples.
No more.
And we went to Staples too.
Staples?
We went to the Staples.
Okay, sorry. Shout
Yeah.
out Staples.
Yeah.
Nick actually recently lost his wallet in New York. So
Yes.
flying back from New York, he was like, he didn't
A
have
little terrifying.
any
felt bad.
identification.
Oof.
So we had to like go super early. He's like, hey, I don't have any. He's like, I have a picture of my passport. I have a credit card with that name on. They're like, none of that's going to work. None of that's going to work. They're like, we have to call somebody. We're going to ask you some questions. You can't use your phone. You can't cheat on any answers. They're going to verify that you're a real person. And then we'll let you go.
What?
through.
No, but then she goes, if you don't get them right, then you're not going anywhere.
They're like, what's Natalie's eye color? And she
But
closes
they
her
really
eyes.
set it, they really
Like,
set it
"Brown."
up
I'm
that
like,
like I'm gonna be like tested. It ended up being really simple and easy. It was like, do you remember where you were born? Do you know the county in which your house is located? And can you name the make and model of a car that's in your name? Was essentially the questions I got.
The
But
thing-
before they got those questions, like you cannot use your phone.
Oh my gosh.
Well, lately I feel like pre-check, the lines are almost as long. And yes, you don't have to take your laptop out, but it is kind of like, what is the point? What are we doing?
I do feel like it's definitely every time we've been to the airport, I feel like the regular line is always way longer than TSA pre-check. And I'm always like, oh,
It's
thank
definitely
God we got
it's
that TSA
definitely
pre-check.
longer. Yeah.
well, now you got to get the digital ID or something.
If you're in LA and New York, I think TSA feels kind of crazy still. But other airports where they don't seem to know, yeah.
Where they don't seem to know that TSA pre-check's a thing.
Or it's just like, I mean, I think LA and New York just has a lot of frequent flyers and people who are just like flying often for business. And so those types of people like will get the bennies of an airport. Where like, I think like, middle America airports, it's, you might fly
Easy.
twice a year.
Yeah.
I mean, I
you
feel
know?
like even when I'm flying at LAX, it's everyone's first day on this planet. So
I was gonna say-
that's great for your experience, though.
a lot of first day earthers I've been encountering, lately,
Yes.
particularly at the airport. I'm like, what are
Oh
we
my
doing?
God.
What's going on here?
What have you seen recently?
I mean, just people who, even in the TSA pre-check, so you would assume that they fly more frequently than people that don't
Mhm.
have it, of just not knowing what they're doing and putting this in the bin, take off your big giant coat, and I don't know, they just seem very confused about what's going
Yeah.
on.
Always the belt. Come
Oh
on,
my
man.
God, take off
Yeah.
the belt.
Well, so why do you have a belt on?
Why
on a
are you wearing?
plane?
Get pants that fit. What are you doing? Be an adult. Have y'all listened to Justin Bieber's new album?
Yeah, I now have. He really said McGee copy and paste. And I'm not mad at it because I love McGee, but like it is
Yeah.
verbatim the same.
You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do think. But
Okay.
I love Justin Bieber and I love McGee, so I'm not complaining. But I was just like, oh my God, this is like
I love it. I think everyone has said like this is the most Justin Bieber album, like obviously all of his previous albums had like a, Scooter Braun tied to it or other people in his ear telling him what type of music he should make and that type of stuff. So I think this is truly like who he is today. And I do think it's
I feel like he's
very
definitely in his
elevated and a
dad
really
era.
good switch
Because it's,
up.
it's music that we want to put out in the house and like just kick back and relax and listen to.
What did you think about his "You're not clocking it" interlude?
Honestly, it was genius. I mean, like that went like so viral and it's so true. Like we weren't fucking clocking it. We forgot who Justin Bieber was. We're like, oh my God, no, he's sitting at home. He's smoking weed around his baby. Like he sucks. Like what is he doing? He's a loser. He lost all his money. His wife's a breadwinner. No, it's Justin fucking Bieber, bitch. Are you not clocking it? And it's so true.
yeah,
Period.
Making an album.
period.
He's been making an album. He's been busy. Swag.
It's really
So-
good.
Yeah.
Well, we have a jam-packed episode locked in for you. Taylor and Clarke from Love Island are in studio and will be joining us shortly to talk about their experience and everything that they went through on Love Island as well. And we have a banger of a week. Tomorrow's going deeper. Get locked and loaded, people. I'm
You're
not
not
even,
ready.
I'm not even ready.
We're not also.
I'm not ready. And then we also it's a jam-packed week because there's so much Love Island content to get to. We got Bachelor in Paradise as well. We got all these other shows going on. We're going to have a special bonus on Friday. So we're here all week. Get ready. Tune in. We just got so much content for you. I hope you all enjoy. All right, let's just get into the finale of Love Island. Listen, I like this season. I know it wasn't last season. I know we didn't have the PPG love fest of all the relationships, but I was entertained all season. Fuck it. I was. I know we didn't get movie night. Kind of a bummer, whatever. we'll scratch that itch next season. But like, I was locked in every episode.
Oh yeah.
Even if I was complaining, I was into
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I mean, as it felt like at times it was very toxic, or like with the Huda of it all, but like she really did the most this season. And I mean, she drove me crazy, but I was entertained by her.
She did give us great television.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Huda, and I think that's why a lot of people have come around on her, and I think she's always had like a very strong fan base. And this isn't a criticism to anyone else on the show, but it's reality TV, and we all know how it can be scary to go on reality TV and just be our most authentic selves. Like the best reality TV we want as fans, right, is to just show us, all right, you signed up for us, show us the real shit. Like show us your real reaction to this moment and how you would act without thinking there are cameras on and blah, blah, blah. Like that's the dream, right? And no one does that anymore. Like say what you want about Huda. Maybe we have notes. Maybe there's things that we would have said, oh, I would have done that differently. Maybe, I don't know. But I think we all very much believe that what we saw from Huda is who Huda is.
Fully.
And like she didn't edit herself. She seemed to be wanting to like make changes throughout the show. We saw someone even in real time to be like, I don't know, maybe I gotta handle that a little bit better. And I think whatever we think of Huda, you know that's her. And I think with some of the other people on the show, it's like we think we like them. But like, I also think we're seeing people where it's just like, yeah, we understand because we would have done the same thing. They put their best foot forward. They maybe like edited themselves a little bit, they showed a little bit more emotional control in difficult moments. And like Huda was just like, I'm going to just show you how I want to, this is how I'm acting. This is how I'm feeling. And I think that's what you can trust that. And I think that's why she has so many strong fans, because like we want to see ourselves through these characters. And if you see yourself through Huda or relate to like having been Huda, because I know I've been Huda,
Mm-hmm.
like you want to offer her some grace because she's really shown you who she is, for better or worse.
Yeah, I think that the relatability is something that is more rare on reality TV, which is such a bummer. Same with Amaya. Like she just is such a genuine person. That's like just how she is. And, like she said, maybe you're not the book she's not the book you should be reading or whatever. I love her so much. But I think some people, I mean, maybe that's how they really are, but some like really held back and were very poised and very put together. And I'm just like, is this just how you are? Or are you just in a way being very image conscious about how you're going to come across? And that's just not fun to watch.
Who do you think was most guilty of that?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like at times, like Shelly and Nicolandria were very like, I mean, Alondria's just got that like beautiful face, the posture. She's just very put together, but you're just like, you saw her kind of crack one time. You're like, there she is. And I'm not saying she's that's the person that she is, but I'm just like, I wish people would just kind of just not be so concerned about it. I don't know. I think that the experience was just a little.
Yeah. I don't fault them for that because again, it's just more giving credit to the people like Huda and Amaya who really didn't edit themselves, because I feel like I would have been more like Shelly. And I'm with you. I feel Shelly played it more close to the vest. She was more reserved. I get it. But it's like we don't really know. We love everything we see about Shelly.
Right.
But we don't really, with Huda, we've seen the good and the bad. We've seen the like, okay, well, this is how she acts when she gets upset. Okay, fair enough. All right. And we don't know how a lot of these people act if they just say, I'm fucking triggered right now.
What did you think of the I'm gonna count to 3, and if you don't turn over, is this really worth me like being in a bad mood tomorrow?
I just kind of shook my head. I was just like, she's gonna regret that one. She's gonna regret that one. Just because you can't just walk it back. I feel like she constantly was doing that. She was putting her foot in her mouth and then being like, trying to act like everything was normal.
Yeah.
And I think just I recognize in her sometimes like a regulation problem. Like she has like a hard time regulating herself, and I can relate to that so much.
I curled up in the fetal position when she did that because it was just so cringe. And then she doubled down on the date and was like, well, we both did things wrong.
Yeah.
Did we?
No.
Did both of us?
Yeah, him being like, I didn't appreciate, Nick called this out, him being like, a victim kind of sitting at the table and being like, yeah, like I knew you were going to do this. I'm not the whole like, are you going to make me walk in the water or carry me? He's like, I'm not carrying you.
I think he should have carried her.
He should have carried her.
I think for Chris, it's like you can't have it both ways. You can't do like, oh, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to break up with me. I just wanted you to say it and act like kind of indifferent and then go back to your boys and then like talk shit
He's like,
Yeah.
there were
about-
so many red flags.
about the
There were
red flags where you act like she broke your heart and you're just like too salty to like move on and your feelings are hurt. And I liked the Chris that was like, yeah, I'm hurt by this. And no, I don't want to be your friend right now. I can't be your friend. That at least seems honest. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, but just don't go back to your boys and act like she's the problem and you've done nothing wrong. Like,
Well, him and Huda have that in common, I guess.
Mhm.
Because she was always telling a different story than just something that just happened. Like when she asked Shelly about having that talk, and Shelly's like, I don't want to talk tonight. I'm triggered, whatever. She went back, she goes, she doesn't want to talk to me. It's like, no, that's not what she said.
yeah,
when-
run it back.
When she said, I just want to be
Girl,
friends,
come
his voice certainly went up a few octaves. And then he definitely had a different energy when he was with his friends. So
Mhm. Are y'all on Team Huda or Team Chris with the like, you don't want to show me any sort of PDA, but then as soon as the lights go off,
Chris is, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Chris.
Like that was strange. And I understand what she was trying to say. She was like, I want to move differently with this one because obviously with Jeremiah, she went balls to the wall. But it's just that's not what's happening. Like,
It also felt a little contradictory because she's
Yes.
like, I want you to like put your arms around me and I want you to be the one who like wants to touch me and grab me and I want my man obsessed with me. And then you're like, but don't do anything
But-
in front of anyone.
but I'm pretty sure, and I don't know, maybe you would know because you, like, I don't know if Ariana shared with you, but I think when the lights go off, I think it's pitch black in those rooms. And I think they have night cameras. And when they show us, these black and white images, we obviously can see them. But I think it really is pitch black
Yeah.
in there.
Like even when their eyes regulate, they still can't see.
Fine,
No,
maybe
I
it's
don't-
really dark either way, but I'm just saying, and again, like just putting yourself in her shoes in this crazy atmosphere that she's a part of. I don't think they fully. Again, we've been watching this whole season. Huda's been in this like literally this island off the grid for 6 weeks, and maybe like I remember when on Bachelor in Paradise, like you see these night vision cameras, but you don't really know how they're going to be used and you don't really know like how clear they are. In her mind, she could be totally thinking, these are black rooms, we're under the covers. I'm just saying, like, I just want to move carefully because I've been criticized amongst my friends where all these cameras are. And I could just see what, you know what I'm saying? From that standpoint, I can see her point of view.
I see the point of view, but I just still don't understand the logic because it's like everyone knows they're hooking up and like they can hear them right next to it. But I just don't understand. Like if you want somebody to be that way with you in the dark and they need a little bit more from you
In the daylight.
in the daylight, like you should like there needs to be compromise. She just is unwilling to like compromise.
Her
Yeah.
pole work, incredible.
Wow. Yeah.
Anytime
Very
she shakes her ass. I mean,
Incredible.
Incredible.
I
It is.
gasped when she was wearing the yellow and green bathing suit. I was like, oh my God.
No.
Wow. Good for you.
yeah.
Didn't she
It's
come down
crazy.
that pole
Yeah, she's done
upside
it.
down?
Yeah.
The heart rate challenge. I was just like, yeah,
Oh,
this is not the first time she's done this.
Mhm.
The like flipping I think everyone's doing the handstand butt in the man's face. Like everyone trying to like do that on their partner, like seeing if they can do what Huda can do. And it's,
no.
I'm sure, very humbling for everyone involved.
Yeah.
But
Do you think you could do that? Do you want to try?
do
Right
you want me to try right now?
now? Yeah, do it.
Okay, great.
Maybe another time.
Amaya happy has never made me happier. I
I've-
don't think Amaya is happy. She gave me happy tears at the end.
Oh, so many.
Just
happy
the way
tears.
she's so appreciative of like finding
Totally.
love. Could you imagine if Brian took all the money?
I mean,
No,
he'd be
I
the most
couldn't
hated
because
man.
I feel like
It needed
They-
to be $1 million. or
they really
something.
are each other's match. I feel because
They really do.
I think they come from similar upbringings and family life, and they appreciate the same things. So I think they're the same person. I could never have pictured him doing that.
I don't think there's a world in which they can break up.
No,
He
Like,
might
I don't
have
think, like-
to marry her.
I think they
does.
will. I think
does.
I see them. I see them. Endgame.
They seem like a good fit.
No, he
Wait,
has
are
to
you guys
marry
in Nicolandria?
No,
Oh, thank
don't
you.
believe it.
Well,
Don't
Thank
believe
you.
it. One
you.
ounce.
I like them both, but like I was like, have I been watching a different show? They keep talking about these signs that were there along, and I was like,
Your girl Ariana, yes,
She was
last
like,
night,
I
she's like,
know.
I
First
saw it from
night.
the beginning. And
I
I'm
know,
like, what did
she's-
you see?
okay, I will say when they initially got kicked out of Casa and all that, and then they were like, you guys can couple up or you can go home. And I was like, oh, this could be interesting. Maybe I could see this. But then when they like made out and they were like,
Brother and
yeah,
sister.
yucky.
brother and sister vibes.
I was like, I can't get past that.
Yeah.
And they're like, everyone wants to like fill in blanks. And they're like, no, it's because of this person. It's because no, they don't like each other
yeah.
like that. I
And
think
then
they're-
all their families came and they were like, hey, everyone
loves you guys, like,
together. So
Like you could win, wink, wink. Like,
yeah.
but it's just I don't know. It was always very posy and very forced.
I also feel like they keep trying to like prove that they're fan favorites, like even with like the letters from America, you know, like they didn't do that for anyone else. And it's
No.
like, you know, their family's coming in and telling them how much everyone loves them. And then they're getting all these letters from America being like, oh God,
Yeah,
the
they
way
really-
that they're like really trying to convince the two of them that like,
And the weird like hero shots of them like posing and like making out, but their bodies look all like stiff and
on top of the rock.
yeah, it was weird. I just was like, what is happening?
Well, and yeah, it felt very like the show is gaslighting them into when they were reading the letters. Also, can we talk about how Huda and Chris, their date was so lame as compared to the other dates? And when the singer came out
The wave.
God.
during that entire thing
That was
was
awesome.
so. Why did they do that?
I thought it-
there's a performer.
I thought it was like her mom or something. Like I thought it was a family member coming to see them or
Oh,
a
no.
friend. And then she's like, oh, we have entertainment. And they're both just like,
This show really reminds you, just like, not to get all morbid, but when you die, people move the fuck on.
Mm.
oh my
I don't
God,
care
who
what-
died.
I don't see how that
Well-
relates, but maybe
No,
you could
do you
close
wanna
that loop.
talk about
In
something?
this world, TJ died.
Oh.
Sierra, you know, was kicked off. Like, these people moved on so
Yeah,
fucking
Hannah,
fast.
Charlie,
like,
all of them.
for all we know, TJ was still like in a hotel room 20 minutes later, and he's dead. It's
No,
like
he's
he
making
never-
TikToks
No,
in
he's
LA. He's
Literally.
good.
And I
He's
cannot.
fine, but like
I
they have
need
moved the fuck on.
Zach from Casa Amor. Not the one who tried to be with Iris. I don't know. Zach H, Zach B, Zach C, something. I need him off of my For You page. He is
The guy
constantly
with
doing
the
lip
near-
syncs.
the,
Yes.
the nose ring.
Yes,
and
he's
the-
always
from
with
Arizona.
JD, and JD is a face that I would be fine if I never had to see again. And like they're constantly on my For You page, and it's gotta go. JD's doing a like you like to be dominant, huh? Like remix soundtrack. It's
Who
like
is
what?
J- which one is
JD was the one with Huda, who's like, you like to be dominant, huh? You like to be dominant, and
my
she was like, what are you
God.
doing? Like, it was awful, and everyone's like, why is he smiling?
barely remember him. Yeah, no, I see. I'm an Iris Pepe
Me
fan.
too.
No, I love them.
I think they are the real like friendship to lovers story because they did come in there together and they have been like, you know, more so than Nicolandria.
TJ's like 3 days removed from thinking like I'm gonna end up with this girl after the show, and now I would be shocked if she remembers his name.
Yeah, because with Pepe right there, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, like, think about it. Like, when Iris was in the mix with Jeremiah and Huda, and it was craziness, like, she kept going back to Pepe and Jalen to, like, you know, vent to them or, like, that they were her safe place. So it does make sense that she, like, has such friendship, comfortability, like, foundation with Pepe that they could really, and they're both in LA, right? It's like,
somewhere, yeah. I do they tell the bombshells when coming in being like you can't like each other because I feel like the bombshells when they're walking in they're like they look really good together but it's like they don't even look at each other as options but
know.
everyone is an option in the island. I don't know.
I feel like at first, my guess is a bombshell. You're supposed to,
couple up with the.
but
Integrate.
like TJ and Iris were both bombshells. Like so, like after.
But I mean like the ones that come in together. To
Yeah,
the
but
villa.
because then, well, how would they fit them if they were both bombshells and
I
they're
don't
like,
know.
actually, we're going to add another couple. So
I
it would
just was
change the
really
dynamic.
bummed if I had to go in with like Pepe and I'd be like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen everyone doing? They're going to the hair salon
To
and
get
asking
blonde?
for Pepe blonde.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm on Zach dancing with JD TikTok and also Pepe like slow motion like videos with like Daddy's home
Mhm.
and like all these videos of Pepe just being like so.
I was on the Pepe train early.
You were on the Pepe.
I love
train.
it.
Yeah,
I just like
he's
they're
good.
they're just like everyone's like they're so boring. I'm like they're just not problematic. They just chill. They also match each other's energies very well. I could see them working.
So
out.
you believe in Pepe and Iris?
Oh yeah.
I do feel like Hannah though was holding on for such hope because Pepe with Grayson was like, sorry, like I just keep thinking about Hannah, like Hannah,
Right,
Hannah's
really.
in the back of my head, and just like Hannah, and Hannah was posting TikToks being like, oh, period, and then now, well, of course,
Turns out it was
he's-
always
he's
Iris.
moved on quickly.
The body wasn't even cold, and he was like.
But
"My-
Hannah
my
also
bag's
like
open."
had one of the biggest meltdowns when Charlie left. Like that and then
Yeah,
she moves weird too. She should really not be side-eyeing Pepe when she kind of did the same thing. So
Was she side eyeing Pepe?
well, just with like with the TikToks saying like, "Oh, really? Okay." Period. When she basically remember she was like
sobbing to
just
the picture.
her. Yeah,
The photo booth
on the bed.
Yeah, they're all great.
Charlie came into
characters.
something about her.
He did.
I went in
He
there
did?
last weekend and he was in there.
Did you meet him?
Yeah.
Did
I was
you
like,
say
oh my
hi?
God, I was just watching you.
How does he look in person?
He's a very good looking in person, tall, very nice in the face, better looking in person than on the TV.
He's into blondes. Did you want to introduce your dear friend Dayna?
He might be a
to
little
him?
young.
Probably all set.
Wait, why you can't?
Yeah, what do you mean?
No offense, I'm not into younger people.
Not even for like a
No.
good time?
No. It's
No,
just
we go older.
I tried it. That was Katie's former thing, but I tried it.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me.
You like him older?
Period.
Or at least
Same
my age. Yeah, there you go.
thing.
Can relate.
Same.
I don't know how old Charlie is.
Also, anyone who was a contestant on Love Island is just probably not for me, I would say, in general.
No
Right.
comment.
Probably have some different, values and whatnot, but
right.
It was just for
Career
fun,
endeavors.
for funsies.
What did you guys think of Parent Night?
I liked it. My favorite one was obviously Amaya and Brian's family. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah.
Nick being like,
Yeah.
"This is such military dads coming home."
Like, I love a good
seeing
homecoming.
their
Oh,
kids.
wait,
I
yeah.
always
So
cry.
true.
I never skip those videos.
Ugh,
Yeah.
they're all so emotional.
Yeah, they're just like, these people are like ripped away from, again, their entire support system. So like getting to see these people,
Yeah.
like it really is an emotional period for these people. Do you see Nick, did we figure out if that's true, that live, that the Nick's
It wasn't
family?
alive. It was his sister who posted it. His sister posted like some Q&A with their mom in the car. And apparently Nick, this is what his sister and his mom said. This isn't like something I read somewhere. That he was a sperm donor to like his lesbian friends. And they were like, "Did you know that you're a grandmother?" And she was like, "I did know. Yeah." And it was a very noble thing that he did. And no, he doesn't just donate sperm left and right. This was something he did for people who get. And it was
But why
like,
is his
Well,
parents
he kinda-
breaking this news?
He
This
said
is
no. He
big
said that
news.
when the whole Mamacita thing, he shared that with Huda.
he did.
Yeah,
Did
he
we
talked
just
about
not know?
donating sperm.
Yeah, he did. No, he shared it. He told Huda that he had a friend and he helped them out
Mm-hmm.
when she told him that she was a mom.
Well, now we have more context. Wow.
Oh my God, where were we? Do you feel like? During
How did that get
moment?
glossed over?
Because you were laughing at Mamacita,
Mamacita?
Mummy
Yeah. We were
of
talking.
a human.
It is.
Nick's favorite time to discuss something is in the middle of like a big fight or like dialogue moment during a show. It's like his favorite time to be like, "Oh, this is my opinion on this," and I'm always like, "This is not the time at all. Pause if you want to have a discussion." But I'm always like, "Hush! Wait, they're fighting. You can't talk."
I do that sometimes. But now Nick's family, it's just like, it's crazy with Love Island because I just like Amaya's journey. It's great. Her family seems like just there to support her. Nick's family seems wonderful.
Yeah.
But they're already like online. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying? Like
Nick's
they-
mom leaving and going, "Mommy's little meatball."
that was a tough
Oh my
beat.
God.
It's a tough one. It's giving like the family
Mm.
that is also on like Cameo as being like the mom of
Totally.
this person.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Sorry.
give these kids a chance to just go ahead and be famous on their own before it's like the Von Trapps, you know?
I did love seeing Alondra and her mom together. They were so. I was like, I need a little more of this. This is really cute.
Oh yeah, I love that. She's like, "Mom, I love to cuss."
Yeah.
That was funny.
She's like, I know. She's like, yeah, you do. I know. They're really cute. I like their back and forth.
Who else came that was a good? Huda's sisters came. Oh, Ace's brother and sister came.
Mm-hmm.
Shelly's parents, didn't both of her parents come? They were so lovely.
Oh my god, her dad was so funny when she's
Oh
like,
my-
yeah, he actually reminds you a lot of your dad. And he's like, he like did not want to be there. He's like, what is this?
Wait, who were you just saying didn't want to? Oh, that was on Beyond the Villa. We watched the first episode.
I watched the first
of-
episode too.
What did you think?
I liked it. I mean,
Really?
I like all of them so much. Like, I don't know. Kayla's just right back to being,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm into it.
There was some scene work going on.
Yeah, but I'm into it.
There was
Sierra-
Why not?
Made a good point. Why don't you make it?
Okay,
ahead.
Mom. No, I said it kind of reminded me of early reality television, like MTV, The Hills, Laguna Beach, where it was like, you guys don't really care about this drama as much as you're making it seem, but it's like, it's fun. It's like, it's mindless television. It's just like situational drama that like really doesn't matter. And like, I'm here for it.
There was a part where it was Liv, Kaylor, Kendall,
And Connor.
and Connor. Wait, didn't you date Connor?
We went on one date. That was-
Your ex?
Yeah. How do you feel about your ex being on a new
It's not
TV
even
show?
categorized as
It's
that.
crazy.
No, I did clock when he said that he's like
about that.
he was
So
talking
did I.
about someone that he was seeing, and he's like, I'm not gonna say who it is because I went on some dates.
Was that who you
Recently.
were they referring to you?
He's like, and like it got some attention. I was like,
Because Natalie and I were like, no offense,
Literally,
Connor,
we're
but like,
who?
I missed that headline. And then now I didn't.
Yeah,
Actually,
somebody was told on us at the bar we went to, and it became like this really. Yeah, he definitely freaked out about it.
Oh, there was a moment where they were doing the scene, and like Kendall looked at Liv. It was like, "Hey, you're lying. Say you're lying." That's how it looked. He like said something and immediately looked at Liv as if she was supposed to
Oh
say
my God.
something, and he was waiting for her to deliver it.
I like low stakes drama. Like they're fighting about a camera. Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
The discourse back and forth works for me because it's just I don't know. It's like not like watching like The Valley where it's like really dark. You know.
Mhm.
Speaking of the Valley,
Oof.
how
It's
well do you
tough.
know Jeremy Maddox?
I mean,
Well
well
enough.
Okay.
You see his like recent comments about Jason like taking his ring
I
off.
did see
He like
that.
named the bar. And he
Oh, I
takes
don't
his
remember
ring
seeing that.
off
Yeah, but I
at.
remember I did see
Justin
that.
Quesos to be exact.
Oh yeah, it was just in cases. Not there anymore. R.I.P. Love that place.
Anyway, so yeah, do you feel like should we be listening to Jeremy when it comes to these rumors?
I mean, it's hard to say. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe it. So it's kind of like maybe I'm looking at it through my own lens, but I don't know what is going on with him being in the mix of all of that.
If I were Ariana, and I know you're friends with her, so you gotta tread lightly. I would fucking hate it.
I mean, wasn't it like rumored that he was gonna be on the next season or something?
He might, yeah, he might be,
It's
but
fine.
I don't know. I feel confused. Sometime a while ago, before The Valley was filming, I saw him popping up at different things, or like when he got engaged, he went to Sheena's, and obviously Sheena's known him for a really long time, but it felt confusing. It was like, I've never seen you
What are you doing here?
hang
Yeah.
out with these people before.
I mean, like he did, but just kind of via Ariana.
yeah.
And I know him and Jax got real close for a while, but like I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to stay far away from that.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of a red flag though? Like anybody who's getting close to Jax Taylor
Yeah.
Facts,
by
yeah.
choice.
Yes.
Literally. Are y'all who are you friends with the most on the Valley? Like who do you talk to? To anyone? No
The
one?
one I talk to the most,
Yeah.
and this is still minimals. He's not really odd, but Tom Schwartz, I guess, is technically
Oh, okay.
adjacent to it.
Perfect. So nobody.
Not a
Got
cast
it.
member.
No.
Your ex-husband.
And I mean, like, yeah, sometimes Janet and I talk, but like I haven't seen her or like we haven't like kikied in a minute.
The whole like they're escaping the country and then
Oh,
it's like we're
fleeing the
on
coun-
vacation in Switzerland
Yeah.
or something.
It doesn't even make sense because
Bizarre.
the internet is also in wherever they are.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and every now and then Chris and I talk too. So, but the only one I'm like in frequent communication with is Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe it as I'm friendly with Brittany and Kristen and Janet, but other than that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know the other. I remember like hanging around like Jesse and Michelle. And Michelle was always really sweet. Jesse, I never liked him. He gave off the worst vibes imaginable, and like, yeah, I just good for her for getting out of that.
Really?
Hmm.
It is a dark show though. It's hard to watch.
Yeah, so that's why I like the Beyond the Villa. I think
Yeah.
it's perfect because it's low stakes. They're just having fun. They're young and
Have you watched Next Gen at all?
Yeah, actually, I watched like the first like 2 or 3 episodes.
Apparently, there's rumors that they're casting in LA Next
I
Gen.
heard that, but I'm into it. I like it. I like all of them. I mean, I love Brooks. He's the best.
I guess Cynthia Bailey's daughter is rumored to be on the LA
Ooh.
Next Gen spinoff.
We love that.
Mary just said before we started recording that like Sammy Sheen, if she's not on Next Gen, they're like doing something wrong. Denise
True.
Richards' daughter,
Mhm.
like
Oh yeah.
she has
And
to
she's a
be.
free agent since they're not bringing back Denise
Well,
and the
I
Wild
was-
Things.
Oh.
Yeah, per I'm guessing divorce.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It was always
her.
supposed to be a limited run.
Limited us to one season.
Oh.
I don't think they'd say limited run if it was just one season. They'd say one season only.
a one-off.
I think that's what they
Miniseries.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we have to have both the sisters, or do you just cast Sammy and then like you get the other sister as like a bonus?
I mean, if they hang out, I don't think they like each other very much.
aren't
but-
they beefing right now?
I
I,
think
I
they're
heard something
beefing.
about that on TikTok.
No, it's pretty. Yeah, they don't pull punches.
Yeah, no, they like to take their drama to the social media, to the platforms.
Yeah.
They like to.
Wait, I have one more thing to bring up from the finale. What did you guys all think about the dance at the end?
What was that?
Like, why did they do that?
Was it choreography? Like, why were some of them doing the exact same? What was it?
It was confusing for everyone.
I mean, I think that it was like an homage.
I understand the dancing, but like the moves. At one point, they were doing like this-
Someone had to have told Huda that her intro, "The Way You Make Me Feel," is going viral because the way that she brought it back,
Yeah.
you know, like
Oh.
someone had to have been like, "Hey, you should throw in this dance move," because like everyone's.
I don't like that.
But they're doing it. You know that there's like a handler There's some like lower level producer who's like getting buddy with them and giving them the tea of
Their whole thing
outside.
was to keep them so far removed from everything that's going on to the point when they do have their breaks and they have like lunch and they separate the guys and the girls, or they turn on mute and they have like a person come in, a production person or a therapist or someone to talk to them. They're not allowed to talk about anything that's happening in there.
There's
So
no
like,
way.
so
Yeah, they're clearly
I
are.
don't. They do so much to keep them in this world to kind of start to pepper in that info would completely alter it.
Well, we had Cassie from last season who was on. She was Bombshell, right? Or Casa Amor.
Was she not an OG?
She was like a season before.
Oh, last
and then
time she came as
back.
the last Bombshell.
Yeah. But she did like a TikTok saying that she had bombshells who came in, like telling people what was going on in the outside world. It was going viral.
Yeah, they try to mitigate that, but they will. And like, of course, they'll want to ask them like, what day did you come in on? Because they lose track of day and time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I would go insane. That would be so hard. No clocks, no
Crazy.
nothing. And you're just, especially if you make it to the end.
That's just what I'm saying. I just feel like, as we get very entertained by these people,
Yeah.
and I just think they all deserve a lot of grace, just
Yeah.
because like they are thrown into.
Because at
It's like a
it's
science
at the-
experiment.
It's a
At the
literal
bare
science
minimum, they
experiment.
don't know what time it is or what day it is for an entire 6 weeks. And yeah,
And like
would.
again, you're in constant flight or flight mode. You're constantly not in a emotionally regulated state of mind, while constantly poked and prodded. While there's always like this overarching like fear of like what are people saying and thinking about us, and then at the producer's discretion, they can pick and choose and like trickle in information out of context. And so I just they
They
are
also
asked a lot.
don't like when you're watching some of the challenges or like movie nights and whatnot, like you're not aware that like they've been filming this for like 5 hours and that it's actually 2 a.m. and that they're still like, it's almost like a weird like torture experiment, because it's like you're tired but you have to finish filming. And like, so when people freak out at night and whatnot, it's because they're tired, they're a little drunk, they're like, I just want to go to bed, and you can't.
Yeah, I was thinking about that with like even the final dates, how, the first 2 was like during the day, and then it was like Chris and Huda and it was like nighttime, and then they all kind of got like ready for bed and they were waiting by the fire pit for Chris and Huda to come back. It's like, it is so, and like Amaya and Brian were still gone.
It's a
So
long
it's
ass
like,
day.
it was
Yeah.
so
You
late.
could tell that Nick was like trying really hard to stay awake. He was like his eyes were like on fire.
Nick needs to stop slicking back his hair.
Yes.
And I say this
What
to
was
someone who
this-
like also has curly hair. There's some hairstyles you can't do.
It gives it's a little villainous looking.
Yeah,
When
it's,
you have that
and his
texture and you
hair's so
slick it
great
back.
and it's fluff.
Yeah.
Just let the
Yeah.
curls
Let it-
go.
let
Just
it
let it
be.
just do your thing.
I don't know who styled all those men in those tuxedos. Those were the 4 worst tuxedos I've ever seen
The
in my entire life.
worst.
They
They-
were awful.
I don't think they were very like high quality tuxedos.
Well, hopefully not. They all jumped in the pool.
No,
They all jumped in the pool.
they're like they were tearaways.
I liked Huda and Iris's dresses the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Alandria and Nick very much matched. They were
They did
very on
match.
theme with each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we got to let you go, Katie and Dayna. Thanks for coming. You guys, and speaking of, we talked about your ex-boyfriend, your ex-husband, but you do have your boyfriend's on.
It was
too?
last week.
It was last week.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to listen to Disrespectfully and Katie and Dayna talk to Katie's new boyfriend,
Nick.
his name is also Nick.
It's easy for you to remember.
Yeah.
They
Just
sent
told
me
you
a
4
photo
times.
of Nick and them too.
Oh,
accidentally.
yeah.
I did a group text and
Oh,
sent
that's
it and
great.
immediately realized I was like, wrong, Nick, never mind, disregard. And he's like, great photo. No, this week we have on Jack Osborne. Speaking of early 2000s MTV.
Yeah.
So very excited to talk with him.
We love Jack.
Be sure to tune in Disrespectfully every Wednesday.
And Friday.
Period.
Oh
Love
my
that.
God, knocking these fucking episodes
Okay,
out.
bye.
Bam, bam. All right, up next, the moment you've been waiting for. Taylor and Clarke join the show. And then after Taylor and Clarke, we'll talk a little Bachelor in Paradise, which I actually enjoyed this week's episode.
Between vacations, errands, and everyday summer chaos, sticking to your health goals can be tough. Luckily, Thrive Market does the hard work for you. They're the online healthy grocery store that cuts out the junk ingredients and delivers high-quality groceries right to your door. From low-sugar beach snacks to organic grill night staples, no matter your health goal, they make shopping healthy a breeze. Now, especially now that River is a toddler and eating all kinds of snacks and foods, I definitely always want to try to find the healthiest versions of foods. And sometimes when I'm in the grocery store, I'll be like, oh, this says organic. And then I read the ingredient list and I'm like, oh my God, not organic. But not with Thrive Market. They give you alternatives for some of the unhealthy options in the grocery store, and it's a great way to find new staples for your family.
They make it so much more convenient, no compromises, even during summer splurges. It's easy to get out of your routine during the summer, but with Thrive Market, it helps you keep balance. Clean label pantry staples, high-protein snacks, and even kid-friendly swaps that make grocery shopping feel like a win. It's easy to filter all the things that you like or you don't like when you're shopping at Thrive Market. They make the whole thing really simple, and the best part is they save you a trip. They can deliver it right to your door.
We use Thrive Market because it's easy and we can find all the things our family needs in one place. Stock up smart this summer with Thrive Market. Go to thrivemarket.com/VIALL to get 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift just for signing up. That's thrivemarket.com/VIALL, thrivemarket.com/VIALL. Attention renters, if you haven't heard of Built, you're about to thank us. Earn your favorite airline miles and hotel points through Built just by paying your rent on time. Let us explain.
There's no cost to join, and just by paying rent, you unlock flexible points that can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, or your next Lyft ride, and more.
When you pay rent through Built, you unlock two powerful benefits. First, you earn one of the industry's most valuable points on rent every month, no matter where you live or who your landlord is. Your rent now works for you. Second, you gain access to exclusive neighborhood benefits in your city. Built's neighborhood benefits are things like extra points on dining out, complimentary post-workout shakes, free master towels at your favorite fitness studios, and unique experiences that only Built members can access.
And when you're ready to travel, Built points can be converted to your favorite miles and hotel points around the world, meaning your rent can literally take you places. So if you're not earning points on rent, my question is, what are you waiting for? Start paying rent through Built and take advantage of your neighborhood benefits by going to joinbuilt.com/VIALL. That is JOINBILT.com/VIALL. Make sure to use our URL so they know that we sent you. Joinbuilt.com/VIALL to sign up for Built today. Well, welcome to the show, Clarke and Taylor. How are you guys doing? We're just talking. We're planning weddings.
Yeah, for sure. I'm good.
Yeah, it's great to have you guys. Excited to talk with you. First of all, it's just congratulations on like what is like an epic run on Love Island and arguably the most in love couple. Like a season of like, I've been a fan of this season. I think a lot of, fans will be fans. They'll share their opinions, but there didn't seem to be a ton of like connections and couples. It seemed to be like a lot of friends, but you two, for whatever some fans say or don't say, you guys, the connection is clearly there. And we are for one happy for you guys. And I think it's obvious that you guys really enjoy each other's company. So it was very enjoyable to watch, especially towards the end.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate that for sure.
How has it been since leaving the villa?
It's been an adjustment. Coming back, like going into the villa, one person, coming out the villa, a whole different person, and then being disconnected from the world for 2 months, and then jumping right back into it, like full head of steam. Is not gonna lie, it was a lot.
It's crazy.
So what have you guys tried to like ease into it? Like who have you talked to? Have you limited it to like family and friends? Have you been on the phone diving deep? Are you staying off the phone? What are some of y'all doing?
So when we first got our phones back, I think we both were like family and friends only. I don't even too much want to see what's going on social media. Like,
Good for you.
kind of like
Do you
dip
feel
a
like
toe
though
in the
that
water.
you did that because of the whole like America voting thing? Do you feel like you would have maybe gotten on your phone differently if those answers would have been different?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Maybe, I mean, like, I feel like I would have did it the same way because it's just easy to get overwhelmed very quickly regardless. So,
Taylor, what about you?
If the answer would have changed, I would still would have the same thing. Like, of course, like family is one of like the most important things in my life. And so like when I first got my phone back, I wouldn't just chop it up with the fam. Everything I miss over, the 2 months, checking in like my nieces and nephews, see how they're doing, and just see what all I miss over the 2 months with my fam and everything. And then like the internet, that can wait. It's always gonna be there, Like everything on the internet, I'll see it sooner or later. So I just want to top it up with my fam and make sure I'm locked in with
that's
them.
smart because also just it allows the fans to like chill out a little bit, and by chill out, like they're just like, they love you guys. They love the show and everyone's just like wants to get their 2 cents in. They'll, like the dust will settle. Your fans will be clear. They'll be loud. They'll support you guys and let all the other, right now, it's just a big mess. I'd love to know, because like so much about this show and what I love about the chance to get to speak to both of you and is like, as fans, as much as like Love Island's on every night, there's so much we don't get to see, right? And then during Casa Amor, you guys met, and certainly your connection was evident. But like, I also feel like part of the fans' frustrations or whatever they fans of Nicolandria were just more like, it was just like, it felt felt like watching it, which I'm sure it wasn't, overnight, you guys making connections. I'd love to hear you guys just kind of speak on like how things started and when you guys really knew and what was it that really made you go, oh shit, man, like there's something here. Because props to, I really want to say, Taylor, like, you know, so much of the show, we as fans, we want people to be authentic and we want to be real. And as soon as like they go against the grain and as soon as they make a choice for themselves, fans are just kind of like, fuck this. And like, oh my God. And yeah, we love Nicolandria. Like I was a huge fan of hers. Like, you know, we all had some fun with your decision. We're like, oh my God, you know, and like we didn't know Clarke at the time. She just showed up.
Thanks.
But you made a move that clearly was for you, and I give props to you because like you clearly knew even in the villa, like this was not something that you were doing for a popularity contest. You were doing it for yourself, and I just think, you know, that's something to respect. And you obviously got a great girl, and I'm just like, yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' story in Casa more, like things that we didn't get to see.
I appreciate it. You wanna
I'll just say, like, for me, walking in during Casa, I was so nervous. Like, during the challenge, I literally was shaking, like, physically shaking. That's how nervous I was. And then our first, like, actual conversation, I think he can point to the fact that I was just a different person the first conversation. And then I got more comfortable, and then I opened up more, and we just kept having these amazing conversations. So
Yeah. So like, especially like when they first walked in, like that Parker Up challenge we had, we thought it was just like, you know, our regular girls, the 7 girls that was in there, and we're blindfolded, music blasting in our headphones. So we just, you know, we're just chilling. They was like, you know, just dance to the music. So me and Ace are just dancing. We just doing our thing, just like being our goofy selves and everything. And we kissed 5 girls, and we just like, they're like, okay, take your blindfolds. And we're like, wait, where's the other 2? Like, we're missing 2 girls here. And then we took off a blindfold and we see them. And me and Ace looked at each other. We was like, oh, shit. Like, what is finna happen? And then Clarke and Coco stood my heart. And I picked Coco at first.
There we saw.
Yeah.
me too.
And then she was coming over with Nick. Then me and her had a conversation that night. Because I still wanted to get to know her. And we talked for like, what, hour and a half, 2 hours. And it was like an easy flowing conversation. Like it was too easy. And then the next morning we got done making breakfast and we're just chilling. She came up and grabbed me and she was like, I just want to let you know, like, you know, like I want to pursue you and everything. And I was like, okay, cool. Like it was supposed to be like a quick conversation, just let me know that she wanted to pursue me. And then it didn't go like that. Like I told her, okay, I'm finna go get ready. And then we went to the kitchen. I made her coffee, had another convo. And I was like, okay, like I'm finna get ready for the day, like change clothes, everything. Still didn't have it. We talked from literally breakfast all the way to lunch. Like
Coco was
nonstop.
Like, what do I need? The fuck?
Yeah, nah, literally. It was just like we were just having easy conversations. Everything just kept flowing. And it was just like, I don't know. And after we had that conversation, I was like, you know what, like something may be here just because like I've tried to get away from her 3 times to go get ready for my day and I couldn't. Like we kept having conversations. So I was just like, you know, something's definitely here. We just had more and more conversations, spent more time with each other, and now we're here.
So I'd love to know your mindset, and because I think the fans are always fascinated. Going into Casa, where did you feel like your connection was at with Nicolandria? And when you go into an environment like Casa, I'm sure you've seen the show on some level. Are you guys anxious to meet, you know, the bombshells? Are you like, oh, the producers are gonna, you know, are you thinking, oh, I'm not gonna do anything, and then kind of be surprised that you meet someone? Or some of the guys like, oh, all right, bombshells, or like, what is the mindset that you were going in with?
It was like, I wasn't even worried about meeting nobody in Casa, to be honest. Because I was like, you know what, me and Nicolandria have it strong. Like I really did like Nicolandria, and we was rocking out. So I was just like, going into Casa, I'm just like, I'm wait for her to get back, call it a day. And when we took off our blindfold and we saw like the new Casa girls, we were all like mute. We were shocked. We were like it was quiet. It was so quiet, y'all. And we were
was like you could hear a pin drop in there.
Like we were so shocked. We was like, what is gonna happen? Like, yo, what? So it was not the plan for none of us to go. Like we weren't excited for it. Like we were more shocked than anything. Like, oh shit.
Have y'all had a chance to watch anything back, or are y'all kind of like, I need a break from it all?
For me, I need a break from it all. No,
It's also a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot of episodes.
It's a lot of episodes. That part.
A lot to catch up on.
How many hours is it? It's an
They're
hour
like
each
an hour.
It's like
episode.
36
Yeah, give or take.
episodes.
Yeah.
It took
Crazy,
me
it's a
like
lot.
3-4 days to watch all that. But like,
You lived it, you don't. Yeah.
yeah, I've been
Yeah.
I've been there since day one, so I haven't seen like not even the first episode, not even the opening scenes and
Wow.
stuff. So it's just like it's gonna be a whole lot for me to watch, like go back and watch. But like, I am at some point, but
Yeah, not now. I can't. I don't even want to see myself or hear myself. It's
Why?
weird.
It is
It's crazy.
At what point, when you were making a connection with Clarke, like, what was your first thought of like that this was something serious, that you might actually switch up and pursue Clarke and not Nicolandria?
I have to say when she brought like that kid side out of me and was just like, I've always like we had conversations and we'll be done, and it's like, damn, like I want to talk to Clarke again. And when I was having those thoughts in my head, I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be some trouble.
Now, to clarify, because obviously Nicolandria threw a little shade your way when you said that kid comment, but can you clarify what you mean by like that kid side, like that?
I
What is
mean-
that part of you that when you're talking, you feel like, yeah, this is where I want to be, like this. Is the
Yeah,
person
it's
for me.
like, feeling giddy, excited, and it's just like that feeling like when you were a kid and you got no responsibilities and you just, outside just playing, having fun, like no worries in the world. Like that was like the feelings I was having when I was with like Clarke, having those conversations and just seeing her around the villa on the other side of the villa. I just like wave at her like, hi, like even though I'm talking to the gang, and it's just like for me to have that feeling is weird because I've never had that feeling before. Like I've always been cool with, we chop it up cool, we go our separate ways. I see you and I see you. It wasn't like that with her. It was
But you
like,
just kind of missed her in a way.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Have you had a chance to talk to any of the castmates who've left since or before you left?
I have.
How's that been?
It's been cool. Seeing I saw Austin, Charlie, TJ, Ace, Shelly. I saw them all. So
Dang.
yeah, it's been fun.
Were you
Hanging out
shocked
with
to see
everybody.
Ace and Shelly get voted off?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. I was definitely shocked to see them get voted off. That really
Yeah. What did you think about all that?
BS.
man.
Say more.
BS. BS again. BS again. No, they were asking us like, who do y'all think are like the possible winners are gonna be? Whatever.
Ace and Shelly were asking you, or
No. Like interviews and stuff
Gotcha,
like that.
gotcha.
And we would say Ace and Shelly every time.
Wow.
And then we found out later that day.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So were you shocked to see Amaya and Brian as the winners, or were you kind of
No.
like, that's, yeah.
I definitely expected it. Like,
Same.
yeah. Like if it wasn't Ace and Shelly, it was gonna be Amaya and Brian.
But
I mean, Ace and Shelly really felt like one of the most natural couples from the beginning. I just think, while you guys were going on the Villa, and I'm sure you've heard this already from some of the interviews that you've done, but a lot of fans decided that Ace seemed like he was running the show and a big personality there. And then these rumors about like Shelly and Ace, that I think were mostly just rumors, kind of came out. And I think, yeah, fans just decided almost as if like they're almost like too, like I don't know, maybe they didn't like latch onto their story, or maybe just got like an unfair fan reaction where it was just like, Ace is in charge and people were talking, it was like he almost had too much control. And I felt like people never really got to like get invested in their story, almost like, because honestly, they didn't get closed off to the very end. And there was that part where, Shelly was getting upset with Chris, it was like, wait, I thought you were Ace, and I think there was a little bit of that where it almost felt like, like you guys locked in right away. And whatever the fans said, it was like, oh, well, Taylor and Clarke, they like each other. Say what you want, but like that is obvious. And I don't know if like Ace and Shelly played it too close to the vest or something, where just like there were a lot of moments where I was like, man, they are cute together, but like, yeah, it wasn't a lot of, those moments, I don't know.
I mean, me and Ace, we had conversations about him closing off with Shelly, like before I was thinking about closing stuff off with her. It was like as soon as they got right back from Casa, Ace was like, I'm thinking about closing things off with Shelly. But then the whole Chris situation happened, so they put a pause into that. But Ace really worked hard for Shelly. Like he put a whole lot of effort, into getting Shelly and pursuing Shelly when he wasn't even coupled up with her, and I'm super happy that, they are together now and they're going to rock out because that is a power couple for sure.
Do you believe Nicolandria?
What do you mean by believe Nicolandria?
Well,
Well,
um,
well,
Do you
Well, the
believe? No.
Well, the fan. I mean, like, yeah, it's a relationship that a lot of fans online just decided that they saw a lot of connections between Nick and Nicolandria when you and Nicolandria were coupled up, and when Nick and Sierra were coupled up, and it was like a movement online that like people were just like, I don't know, we just decided they're obsessed with each other. I didn't particularly see it. I saw friends just really respect each other. And then when Nick and Nicolandria like fake went home, there was that. And then they tried it out. It didn't seem to land.
They said their kiss felt like a little brother and sister.
They said that. But yeah, and then all the things that unfolded. And I think there's a lot of, you have the Nicolandria fans who are like, we finally got what we want. We believe in it. Like, that's why they're our runner up. And then there are other fans being like, it's almost too much fans' opinions inserting themselves into the villa. So, that's what we mean.
I mean, so of course, Nick was one of Landry's picks day one. And then like next day we had a challenge or whatever. Challenge next day, and they kiss each other, and then like they kiss each other multiple times in the challenges. So it was definitely like physical attraction there between both of them. Me and Nick spoke about it, and Nick expressed like, oh, he's like, he does find Landry attractive and whatever. And then they, faked went home, came back. Nick asked me like, yo, do you care if I explore Landry? And I was like, no, like go ahead, and he was like, okay, cool. I just didn't want to like feel weird about it, like me exploring her like without telling you. I was like, no, you good, like go ahead and explore her. So he went to explore her. They kissed. He came back and told me, he was like, like ain't nothing there. Like we tried it and nothing's there. So I was like, okay, cool. But I think that was because at the time Sierra was still in his head, and for Landry, maybe I was still in her head because I was like right during Costa. So that's maybe a reason why they didn't feel that romantic connection. And then when they got coupled up the last time after Sierra left, me and Nick had conversations about their connection or whatever. And he was like, right now there's nothing romantic with our connection, but he's giving it a chance and see if it's growing. And then I left the villa. So I had no more update after we had that conversation. But from the looks of it, like after me leaving, it looks like, there is something romantic there.
They at least seem to be open to trying it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are the antithesis of this because you guys did you, regardless of what people thought. And again, mad respect because it's not easy to do that. But do you acknowledge it, or do you think no one in the villa feels pressure by what they think fans think and feel? And do you feel like that affected people's moves? And even if like Nick and Nicolandria are like, you know what, fuck it. Like if the fans want us to give us a shot, like there's mutual respect, there's a foundation of friendship. Maybe they are just giving it a shot because even their families are like, we think you guys should date. Do you feel like there's pressure there for cast to try to explore that, given outside influence?
In the villa, we don't have any access to the outside world. So we don't know what is going on in the outside world. So I wouldn't say like, their input is affecting our decisions because we don't even know what's going on.
Okay. Do you guys ever hear anything?
No,
Nothing.
like
Literally nothing.
we don't hear nothing. Like, yeah.
Were you watching the show before you went in as Casa?
Yeah,
So did you kind of have like your opinions on your cast before you joined?
I
the
did.
cast? Did
Yeah.
anyone change your opinion when you got there?
Not really, because I knew it would be different going in. So I tried not to have strong opinions, but it's very different living it than watching it. I'll say that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who, if anyone, made you feel really welcomed? Especially after like the way you came in, it must have been very intimidating. Yeah, but who, if we didn't get to see it, who made your experience outside of Taylor more enjoyable?
Honestly, all of the girls were very welcoming, but Amaya and Iris immediately spoke to me. Amaya apologized for like her reaction to like, the recoupling situation.
Oh, sure.
She
Yeah,
did. And yeah, everybody. I was cool with everybody.
that's great.
Was the Huda drama of it all as dramatic in person as it was watching it? Her with
We
Jeremiah, her with
Oh,
Chris, her
okay.
the other
Yeah, I really
bombshells.
liked it when Taylor. It was that night where Jeremiah coupled up with Iris, and you were kind of like,
Don't talk to him.
"Don't do it," and you tried
You
to
went
good
into that
copper.
speakeasy and you're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Let me finish."
Man, because we just had a conversation like 30 seconds before that, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna speak to him." I'm like, bro, like leave it alone. Like y'all don't have to go back down this tunnel. Like at this point, y'all going your separate ways. Just let it be. Y'all can be cordial with each other, but y'all don't need to try to rekindle nothing. Next thing you know, I heard they in the speakeasy having a conversation. I'm like, I just talked to you 30 seconds ago, dog. Like, what is going on?
Do you feel like Huda grew from her experience, and do you feel like she tried to learn from her mistakes while going through the villa? Because it must be, I mean, everyone goes in with, I'm sure, a different mindset, and you know, those types of shows, you're supposed to fall right away, and it can kind of fuck you up emotionally when you meet someone from the jump and start having these strong feelings, and then being told, well, no, you're not supposed to do it this way. Like it's a weird situation. So I have empathy for all of you. But like, did you, after like that whole Jeremiah of it all, do you feel like Huda really tried to make some meaningful changes in how she approached the villa?
Definitely. After the whole Jeremiah situation, and when Chris came, me and Huda had a conversation, whatever, and she was just like, I like Chris, but I still want to explore. She said she, didn't get that chance the first 2.5 weeks. And then after that, it was like all her chances with the guys in the villa was already ruined besides the new people that came in, like the bombshells. And so after Casa and she met Chris, she was like, I still want to explore because I didn't get to do that before. And so I was like, go ahead and do that. And, she's like, that's her learning from her, her mistake she did with Jeremiah. And then she also said like she didn't want to, like kiss in public and all that because the whole Jeremiah situation. So she was learning from her experiences and trying to grow from it. So she was, yeah.
Okay.
Have you talked to Jeremiah since?
I haven't.
Do you feel like there's hurt feelings between you guys and Jeremiah?
No, I feel like me and Jeremiah, we still the bros. Like, and that's the thing is like with the guys, there wasn't no drama between none of the guys. Like, we'll crack jokes at each other, do some rap battles. Feelings will get hurt in rap battles, but then we all hug it out and laugh. So like with the guys, there was never like no true beef between none of the guys where it was just like we're not talking to each other.
Why did you guys send Jeremiah home? Because you guys caught some heat for that, and just from the fan standpoint, whether it was accurate or not, it felt like Ace really influenced that vote. That was the perception of fans. We didn't get to see the conversation, so that was just fan theories making shit up. But it a lot of, we all kind of thought that was like Jeremiah was getting a lot of attention and he got the axe because it was like, even Nick said after Jeremiah left, there's going to be like more options for us to explore and things like that. So can you share how that you guys came to that decision, and what were some of the conversations that you all had that came to you guys sending Jeremiah home that maybe we didn't get to see?
Yeah. So really Ace wasn't even the one that really like led the whole conversation, to be real. It was mainly both of us, mainly me and Ace who led that conversation. And it was like our decision was based off of, so Pepe had a really strong connection with Hannah. Like that was a really strong connection. So it's like, we can't send Pepe home because he really does have like a super strong connection. Like that was a genuine connection that he had made. Austin has explored every situation he's been put into and has tried. And then with Jeremiah, it was like, first 2 weeks he was locked in with Huda, didn't want to explore anyone else. And then with Iris, it was like he wanted to explore Iris. And then as soon as Andrina came in, it was just like, forget Iris, me and Iris are just friends. And now I'm all on Andrina. And that was like he was having a conversation with us in the bedroom, and he'll be like before we go out for night, we're getting dressed, and before we go out to have our conversations, he told me and Pep, like, I'm gonna talk to her the longest today so nobody else get to talk to her. And he had just met her the day before, so just like he's going right back down that hole he did with Huda that we tried to save him from and tell him to explore, and then he's doing it right again, And he was like, he told us, he was like, y'all get mad like when I don't hoop, but then now y'all mad when I'm hooping. I'm just like, it's not that you're hooping, it's like the way you hoop. Like, you can go and explore and talk to everyone, but it's like the way you're doing it. Like you're being possessive. She just got here literally last night, and now you want to talk to her so nobody else get to talk to her. And it's like me and Andrina, we were having a conversation in the kitchen, and he was, walking in front of us, walking behind us. Like the whole time me and her was having a conversation, and it wasn't even a real conversation. We just ended up sitting next to each other in the kitchen, and we just ended up talking to each other because we were standing next to each other. So it wasn't like a deep conversation. It was just like oh, where you from? Like, what do you do type of deal. And as soon as we got done with that conversation, like he walked straight to her, started making handshakes with her, and I'm just like, like we keep telling you, Jeremiah, like chill out on her, like don't be all possessive and wanting to like talk to her 24/7. And Andrina even said it, like, you know, he's all over me, like, you know, he's not giving me my space type of deal. And like we keep telling you, like, chill out, let her have her space, like let other people get to know her. Cause, you know, when she came into the house, I think Pepe wanted to talk to her, Nick wanted to have a conversation with her. And it was like nobody's able to have a conversation with her because you own her 24/7, and she just got here last night. And he just wasn't getting that understanding. And it's just like, okay, out of Jeremiah, Pepe, and Austin, you know, Pepe, the real strong connection. Austin has explored everything possible that's came his way, no matter if it's his type or not. You know, he's still trying to explore it. And then there was Jeremiah, who was just stuck in that rabbit hole.
Do you feel like that's a little like the whole Austin of it all? Like, you know, he tried all these connections, none of them worked for him. So like, therefore, maybe his connection isn't here in Love Island versus Jeremiah, who had a strong connection with Huda. That didn't work. He tried it with Iris. That didn't work. And now he has a strong connection with Adrina. Was there a little bit of like, let's get the competition out of the way?
No, I wouldn't say it was nothing like, let's get the competition out the way. It was just like, you know, Jeremiah has had his type come through there, and Austin didn't have his type come through her at all. So it was like, you know, let's give Austin this chance for his type to come through, which was Jaden, and he actually liked Jaden, and now, boom, they're together, you know? So it's just like a whole ordeal where it's just like, everybody's type has came through here but Austin's, and he's still out here trying to pursue that. And then with Jeremiah, it's just like, you know, he's had Huda, Iris, and then Andrina. It's just like, you had all these people, and you're still in the same spot you were in, you know? So there was no competition between
I appreciate the explanation.
me and Jeremiah.
I mean, however fans think of your answer or
Yeah.
not, at least we now got to hear the thought process,
Yeah.
you know? It makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming at that point, like, you know, it seems authentic that it's not like none of you wanted to vote anyone off at this
Hell no.
point.
We
Like, you
didn't.
know, it's like you guys are forced to make a shitty decision one way or the other. And that, you know, it's like much as we were upset with like Jeremiah going home, like we ended up all like America fell for Pepe. You know, that was a time where like Pepe was kind of new and Jeremiah was like an OG, and everyone's like, you know, it's just like, well, you know what it's like to like,
sure.
if you're there for 2 days, people like the audience just kind of looks at you differently, or kind of like, who's this new person?
Mhm.
And then we, you know, grow to love these people. Like 2 days later, they're like an OG. So it makes a lot of sense. When you guys, was it between your connection, was there any, like, it must be one thing, like just being in that crazy villa and then coming out of it to the real world. So I know it's only been a few short days, but what has it been like for you two, and how, like, has it been weird at all? If there's been, are you guys slipping right in, you know, this relationship into the real world? Like, how have you guys adjusted as this couple that started so fast in this very crazy environment, and now you guys have the real world and each other's families? Has it been like, oh shit, like, okay, like you're a real person outside of this world? What has that been like for you two?
Fun. I'm not gonna lie. We still have great conversations. We still act the same way. I mean, I don't know what it's perceived to be, but we still love being around each other. You know, talking about like dating and long distance and what that looks like, meeting family. It's been fun though.
Are y'all still exclusive?
Of
Yeah.
course.
You
Okay.
closed off? Are we like officially calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend? Because we love a label.
I'm cool with that, but I have to be asked for that too.
Taylor?
I'm gonna ask her at the right time. It can't be like
Do you want us to do, we could do a G and an F.
listen, it can't just be like
that's your G and an F.
We'll close our eyes. We'll just-
Give me a G.
But listen, like, you know, I want to ask her like in a cute way. I don't want to just be like, oh, you want to be my girlfriend, you know?
Okay.
So whenever
You have to top the Clarke. The
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I gotta get back home first so I can set my
Okay.
situation up.
Because Ace gonna help, probably.
You know, Ace my dog.
He's a good
man.
wingman, you
Hey,
know,
Ace is
like-
my dog. So
So where are you currently living, Clarke?
Charlotte.
You're in Charlotte, and then
Mhm.
you're in Oklahoma City? Okay. So have we had conversations of like, are we gonna, like, is LA maybe a place that y'all would move together? Are you both kind of like, no, Taylor, I know you love your farm life.
yeah. So I got 3 more years of vet school.
Okay.
So I can't go nowhere until I'm out of vet school.
And where is that, in Oklahoma City?
Yeah, it's in Stillwater. I go to Oklahoma State.
Tell us more about that. What are you doing there?
So I went to Oklahoma State undergrad
Okay.
in animal science pre-vet, and then took a year off, started modeling. Then was like, I want to go back to school. I want to finish, I'm a pre-vet degree, so I might as well go
Okay.
to vet school. So
And is that something you want to pursue?
yeah, I applied to vet school, and now I just want to do large animals when I get out.
Okay.
Do equine, cattle, that whole deal.
You should definitely keep doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pursue that. The influencing. You can do both, man.
Hey,
That's
I'm
an amazing. Yeah.
trying to do it all. Vet school, model, rodeo, influencer, like do
Do
all.
you show any horses at a rodeo? Like, do you do
Yeah.
any sort of competing or anything?
I
What is
actually
like your
do.
lane?
So I do this thing called Pony Express. It's mainly like a Oklahoma thing. I mean, we have some rodeos in Texas, Louisiana. There's one in Tennessee, Arizona. So like we go some places, but it's like a relay race. So you take like the 4x1 relay,
Yep.
the 4x1 and track. That's what we do on horses. Literally like on horseback.
You're on horseback. when you
Yeah,
do.
like running full speed.
Are you racing?
Yeah, like
Damn.
running full speed, passing the baton to someone when there's
Is there-
like
you have footage of this?
yeah.
Wow, Clarke, have you seen this?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Is it kinda
I
hot?
didn't know this
That's
was a
my
thing.
man.
But I love it. I'm
Can
here
we
for
see
it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is that something that like you grew up doing, or is that just something that's known in your town and you're like this?
So
is...
it's something I grew up doing. My grandpa's the one who actually like invented the whole.
What?
Yeah, he's the one who came up with it and brought it to like the rodeo world. He took it from the Indian race and made it his own thing, and now it's like a real big black rodeo event that we do. Like it's the biggest one in Oklahoma.
and it's called the Pony Express.
Mm-hmm.
He called it that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
While he's bringing that up, what
Innovator.
were you doing in Charlotte before you Love Island?
Working and minding my business in my little bubble.
How did you get on the show?
Somebody reached out to me.
Okay.
I would have never applied myself.
Were you a
just-
fan before? Did you watch much?
I watched a couple seasons before, but not the biggest, not the season
Not
6.
season 6.
Everybody was like, watch it, watch it, watch it. I didn't watch it. I need to go back now.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, it's probably good that you didn't. I feel like it was a popular season, but you don't want to replicate that. You can't replicate that. You guys are your own season.
yeah,
Too many people were going to just compare it right off the jump anyways.
yeah.
So, are
So-
you back to minding your business, or are you kind of in other people's business?
I feel like I mean, I want to mind my business, but it's so much going on.
Do you feel like,
Just can't
early on,
help it.
do you feel like people are starting to come around a little bit if you are going online? Because I think people kindly woke up and were like, why are we treating Clarke like this? Like, what
Yeah.
did she do wrong?
Yeah.
She just seems like a sweet, wonderful, beautiful woman who just caught the eye of Taylor and fine. She wasn't an OG. Do you feel like fans are starting to show that, and is it getting better
Yeah,
in that
like,
regard?
I've went through a couple of my comments on Instagram and they're like, I'm sorry I hated you at first. I was just on the hate train. I'm like, it's okay, girl, bring it in. So yeah, a lot of positivity now, which I appreciate, but you're gonna have both either way. So
You guys seem to have a good head on your shoulders and how you guys are approaching it. I'm glad you guys have each other too, and it really seems like a genuine and real connection. So that's very exciting. Did you find the Pony Express
I
video?
did.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
Which are you in the front? You're one of those?
That was one of the rodeos that just happened when I was gone.
That is crazy. You guys are flying.
Yeah, we're
So,
running
are
full
they
speed.
racehorses?
Yeah,
They
so some are racehorses, some aren't. But all the horses I get them from the racetrack
Oh, okay.
because you want a fast horse, you doing a relay race.
Yeah.
So
And there goes the hat.
all the ones I get are literally from the racetrack.
Wow.
Like,
You are a
yeah.
legit cowboy. You're not just wearing a hat.
Oh yeah, nah.
That is not an
Oh, yeah,
aesthetic.
nah.
That's a lifestyle right there.
It's crazy.
Nah, yeah. I've seen horses break their legs. I've seen people break their jaw.
Oh my God, Ace is calling and FaceTiming you.
Oh,
Answer it.
Can I answer it?
Yeah.
let me answer.
Where's the second member of
No, hold on. You gotta let him know. He's
I'm on a podcast, man. Look.
Ace! What you doing? Look at him. He's like, oh, hang on. Call back. I'm not
It's
ready
eighth
for
green. It's eighth green.
Call me when you up out of there, gang.
All right, Betty.
this. Trouble. Who
it's
is the
good.
other trait? Nick.
Nick.
There we go.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah, you found two loves. You got your boys and you got your lady.
I got my game, bro. They're my dogs for life. Day one, We went in there and, me and Ace connected instantly just off like our sense of humor. And one thing we did a lot was like quote movie lines, like to scenarios that happened throughout, or just quote a movie line. And Ace quoted one the first day and I quoted one right back from that same movie. And
What movie was it?
I think it was Life.
Okay.
And from that point on, we just locked in just from literally like our sense of humor.
Have you guys been able to connect with Nick since?
Nah, Nick's not back yet. So
Okay.
whenever he get back though, like we turn. We gotta hoop for sure. Cause
I got plans.
we got plans. Like
Y'all booked and busy. Clarke, do you feel equally as loved by Taylor as he loves his voice?
It's give and take sometimes. Me and Nick will like fight over him. Like I'm like, Nick, back up. He's like, no, Clarke, you back up. I'm like, okay, you know what? No, but it's fine. I love that for him.
What's next for you two? Like, other than figuring out where you guys are gonna live, going on a trip or anything? Like, what are you guys gonna do in the next week or two to get back to the reality?
she actually coming to rodeo with me this weekend. Actually,
Oh, you
Finna
gonna wear the
break her
YSL
in.
heels?
Yeah.
Did he get you some cowboy boots?
Not yet. We haven't had time.
yeah. But whenever I do, yeah,
Okay.
rodeo this weekend. Finna turn straight to cowgirl mode. I'm like,
Wow.
So exciting.
Can't wait to see the pictures.
I Me neither.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming on. It's been great getting to know you. Congratulations on a great season. And congratulations on finding each other. It's been a joy to watch, and through all the highs and lows, like it's been really fun getting to know you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy this experience. And so you guys are gonna have a very exciting next couple months and year. So
Is there anything, one last question before we let you go, is there
Okay.
anything you're nervous to address at reunion?
nah, not for me.
Literally
like,
nothing.
yeah,
Nothing.
Period.
that,
You're ready
you
to
really
go.
seem like you got a clear kind of, you feel really good about everything. and
yeah. I
that's,
mean, I ain't had no beef with nobody in the house, So
Insane.
like,
Like no negative energy. There was
Yeah,
no
nah.
awkwardness, no weirdness.
if you don't want to say names, I get it. But is there are or were there beefs in the house? Do you feel like that do need to get addressed at the reunion?
Mm.
Nothing to say. Maybe, but
maybe. I mean, I don't know how Shelly and Huda left off. Like,
Okay,
I don't know how they left off after
Yeah.
that.
all right.
I don't know if they had a conversation and squash stuff or I don't know.
Well, you talked to Shelly recently. Did she say anything?
Nah, she ain't saying nothing. Like, we ain't even talked about it. We haven't talked about nothing about the show.
yeah, we
Like,
just been living
literally.
life.
Honestly, I love that
That's
for you.
nice.
Like,
guys.
we
That's-
just
yeah, that's
we
fine.
ain't talked about the show since we left. We just been vibing and just trying to hang out and, like grow our friendship outside the villa.
Truly,
Yeah.
honestly, protect your mental health. Seriously,
Nah,
like this is
yeah.
a crazy experience, and I really do hope you guys enjoy it. But like, no one, like fans, let them be fans. Like, you guys have each other. No one knows what it's like to have done what you guys did, but each other. So like, lean on each other. Obviously, your friends and family, the people who knew you before you went in the house. But like everything else, it's all bullshit. It's like, yeah.
Well, we loved watching you on the show, and we love meeting you in person. So thank you for coming.
Of
I appreciate
course.
y'all for
All right,
having
thank
us.
you. Yeah, you guys have we're just gonna enjoy following you guys. So have a
Sounds
ball,
good.
and we'll enjoy it. So thanks for taking the time. Appreciate
Of
you.
course.
Appreciate you guys.
Where can people follow you guys?
My Instagram is Taylor_Williams.3.
Okay.
Dot
What
three.
Dot three.
Dot three. Don't
Dot
forget that.
three,
Dot three.
yeah,
What
don't
about you,
forget
Clarke?
Clarke.y on
Oh.
Instagram.
Okay.
Love the dots over here.
Come on now.
The dot.
Dang, you hanging?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Sorry.
Whoo, Helix, it's our greatest thing in the world. We love their mattresses. We talk about them all the time. Everywhere we go, we want people to be getting the best nights of sleep on a Helix mattress. And if hotels knew what they were doing, they would put all Helix mattresses in their hotel rooms because they're so uncomfortable. You could be sleeping on the greatest mattress ever created by mankind just by going to helixsleep.com. They have a lineup of 20 unique mattresses for all kinds of sleepers. Doesn't matter how you sleep. Sleep on your back, on your side, on your stomach, hot, sleep cold. It doesn't matter. They have a mattress that's perfect for you. We sleep on the Moonlight mattress. Get the mattress that's right for you. Just go to helixsleep.com, take their quick sleep quiz, answer a few questions about your sleeping preferences, and they will assign a perfect mattress that's right for you. And if they don't get it right, well, you can send it back for a full refund because you get a 100-night sleep trial. So do whatever you want for 100 nights. Sleep on it, roll around on it, and if you're not absolutely obsessed with your Helix mattress, you can return it.
It's recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. For their 4th of July sale, best of web offer, go to helixsleep.com/VIALL for 27% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/VIALL for 27% off site-wide. helixsleep.com/VIALL. Well, it's summer, and whether you're traveling abroad, planning a staycation, or just shaking up your routine, what better time to dive into a new language? With Rosetta Stone, you can turn downtime into meaningful progress. Rosetta Stone is the trusted leader in language learning for over 30 years. Their immersive, intuitive method helps you naturally absorb and retain your new language on desktop or mobile, wherever and whenever it fits your summer schedule.
They have trusted language experts with over 30 years of experience, millions of users, and 25 languages offered. So whether you want to learn Spanish, French, Italian, German, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Dutch, and more, Rosetta Stone is the place for you to finally meet those second language goals that you might have. No English translators, so you can truly learn to speak, listen, and think in your chosen language.
My aunt lives in Spain. She's lived in Spain my whole life. My cousins are there. They are fluent in Spanish, and it is something I've always wanted to learn. And thanks to Rosetta Stone, I am on my way. Their built-in true accent speech recognition technology provides real-time feedback, helping you sound more natural. You can learn anytime, anywhere. Rosetta Stone fits your lifestyle with flexible and on-the-go learning. A lifetime membership gives you access to all 25 languages, so you can learn as many as you want, whenever you want.
Don't wait. Unlock your language learning potential now. The Viall Files listeners can grab Rosetta Stone's lifetime membership for 50% off. That's unlimited access to 25 language courses for life. Visit rosettastone.com/VIALL to get started and claim your 50% off today. That is half off. Don't miss out. Go to www.rosettastone.com/VIALL and start learning today. So Taylor and Clarke.
So cute.
They're cute. You can tell they're in love.
Yeah, I'm charmed.
I do love a success story. Any of the couples that are like still together after doing a show that crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that they are doing press together means like they're good. And he's taking her to the rodeo this weekend. Like they have plans, you know?
Huge.
What did we think of Taylor's explanation of why he sent home Jeremiah?
I thought it was bullshit.
Yeah.
So
You are all haters.
I was like, well,
Well, I
it
mean,
doesn't really make sense, but sure, I guess. Thanks for the clarity. I think that's why I kind of pushed back of just being like, so you kept Austin, who had tried multiple connections and it didn't work for him, but you didn't keep the guy who it
well, they
was
clearly
working
had
for
problems
because
with the way
Nick
Jeremiah moved.
and Pepe also wanted to talk to her.
Yeah,
That's why you kicked him out, because Nick and Pepe also wanted to
it's
talk
giving
to her.
boys club, and
Mhm.
Jeremy was
That's why I said it's
Jeremiah
giving-
was not in it.
It's giving a little
Yeah.
competition.
They were like, all right, our friends want to talk to her.
It's also interesting that he hasn't talked to Jeremiah since leaving.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, Jeremiah definitely felt
That
a
type of
certain way about getting kicked off.
He also has a book club. Have you guys heard about Jeremiah's book
yeah.
club?
I
Maybe
didn't
he's
know
just
that.
he's too busy reading.
Listen, it's tough that they, Taylor, and even at the time, like used language that suggested Jeremiah was moving like too aggressively. It's just like, as opposed to like, I don't know, like he liked that one girl and win for her. I mean,
And then America made him be with Iris. So it's like, I mean, I guess he tried to explore that to like the extent he could.
he was pretty clear he wasn't into Iris.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then New Girl came. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna.
My
I just,
type to a T.
yeah, literally
He's
his
like,
type to a
I just
T.
want a small, spicy Hispanic girl.
That's like what he said over and over again. And then I'm being like, well, Austin didn't get his type to come. It's like, well,
Sorry.
I mean, I guess.
So if he had, you would have kicked him out.
But like that is
Yeah.
kind of like a repetitive thing that we saw with this season, was that it was like people who had strong connections were for some reason booted because they weren't open or like playing around to dating, where I was like, isn't that the whole point of the show, is that you're supposed to find a couple and then have that couple be challenged, which is what we saw why Casa Amor didn't really work this season. It's because there was nobody strong. We're like, all right, it's a free-for-all. This is a singles mixer the
Right.
entire season.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Whatever.
nice to at least hear how they thought about it,
Yes, it was.
Because
I love how he was like, it wasn't Ace leading that charge. It was me and Ace leading the charge. I'm like,
no, that's fair. I mean, because we all assumed it was like Taylor and Nick taking orders from Ace, and at least Taylor was just like, I was.
so I guess Nick wasn't involved at all.
Yeah.
Taylor's like, I take half of the responsibility.
Well, Nick didn't bring any clothes, so he had to like keep up with the boys so they would give him some shirts.
Wait,
Exactly.
Nick
Yeah.
wearing like Huda's sweater, or like Hannah's sweater.
Oh,
Sweater.
Hannah's. Everyone was like,
Hannah's.
the Aritzia pink zip hoodie that sold
It
out.
was so funny,
How
like-
did he get that?
After Taylor left and Nick just had like no clothes.
Yeah.
Also, Nick pulling Alandria in Taylor's clothes is something that always makes me laugh. when I
so
think
true.
about it.
Well, speaking of happy couples, we have Sierra back on camera who is maybe has like a little extra something on her hand. Do we need to talk? Congratulations, our newly engaged Sierra. Yay! She's a fiance finally after 100 years.
Thank you.
You finally proposed.
And that's why I said, I was like, when's the wedding? And I was like, I've waited 8 years for this. I'm going to enjoy being a fiance because I've never made it this far in a relationship and I hope to never be one again.
So another 8 years?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe first comes kid, then comes the wedding.
Were you
I don't
surprised?
know.
Love that.
Huh?
You guys had been to France before, so
We went last year, yeah, and so we were going back to Provence and the whole couples trip of it all kind of fell apart because of him. So I was like, okay, I'll go with my girls and then we'll go like meet our friends out there and then we'll do a girls trip down to Italy. And like our train was delayed the day that he was gonna propose. He's like sitting in the hot sun hiding from so that like I don't see him around the little village that we were staying in. And then my friends were like, you have to dress cute. You have to. And I'm like in this cute outfit already. And I'm like, what do you mean?
You made my outfit.
Are you gonna look me in the eye and tell me I'm not cute right now?
Yeah.
And then Sarah's like, no, but we've been sweating and we've been on this train. You have to change and just like feel good for the pictures and for everything. I'm like, okay, fine.
Did you believe that in that moment? Or was there any part of you that was like, this is weird? Why are you being weird?
There was not one inclination to me. I thought people were kind of being dicks.
I mean, after 8 years of dating,
Like, I was questioning my friendship with all of them.
Oh, I wanted to get olives all over my nails. And like Connor was like, I don't know if you should do that. Like maybe like something that goes with like your outfits. And I was like, you're a man. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is creative genius. Like shut your
You're
mouth.
like, I love martinis. I'm getting olives.
And then not putting two and two together, Sarah FaceTimes me and is like, hey, like I'm packing dinner. I'm about to get my nails done. What are you thinking? And I was like, okay, so I have this idea. I think I want like 2 like fully olive green nails. I want little olives on one. I want a martini glass. And she's like, well, I don't think that's going to go with a lot of the stuff that you're packing. And I was like, I'm packing neutrals. Like, why are you guys coming for me? So then like I get to my nail appointment. I was like, okay, fine. Like I'm going to do like little French and like keep it like cute. And I did martini glass on my proposal ring, my finger. And now I'm like, photoshopping those out. But yeah, no, it was actually insane. He, I guess, flew 2 hours after I left. And he takes a photo with me when he's like walking me down to my car. And he never takes selfies with me. And I was like, what is this? What are we doing? And he's like, I just wanted to like say goodbye and like have these while you're gone. And I was like, if you start a fucking Instagram while I'm gone, I will murder you. Like these are the thoughts going through my head. Not that like this man is about to hop in a car right after me. My grandma's like down the street to watch our dog. And then, he flew 2 hours behind me, took a train to Avignon and then surprised me in Provence. And my entire face was just like, you're supposed to be watching our dog. Who's watching her? How are you here? Like the video of my proposal, that's why it's to music, is just me going, are you fucking kidding me? Is this fucking happening? And I'm like looking at all of our friends like filming and everything. And I'm just like, what is going on? Kaylin wanted to like grab my bag for me. And I was like, babe, we're taking photos. I'm tagging this. Get out of here.
Bag.
And now I have this stupid bag in my hand during my entire proposal. But like, yeah, no, he did a really great job.
So were y'all just like, oh, let's be like, we're girls, we're on a girls trip, let's go take cute pics for Instagram?
All over. That's what we've been doing. We were
Literally.
like getting dressed together in Paris, like going to Crazy Horse, just taking photos and like having this great time. So I was like nothing out of the ordinary. I thought it was weird that they were like showing me photos of their outfits. And I was like, well, I was on FaceTime with my friend. I didn't take photos of what I might possibly wear. And they got me good. And I was very shocked.
Do you remember what he said when he got down on one knee? Or did you black out a little
Yes
bit?
and no. Like I could tell how nervous he was and I was still just trying to process it all. Like he like moves me back and I'm just like, what? And he's like, he gets on one knee and is just like, I've loved you since the moment that I met you. Goes into this whole spiel, has like some quote that he said. And I was like, at that point, I was like, how is this happening to me? And then we had engagement photos right after. So I'm like crying and I'm like, I promise I'm going to be really excited about this once I can process like where I am and what is happening. And like, it did take a while, but we got amazing photos. And then we had a nice dinner after. And I was just like, this doesn't happen to people. Like, what movie did you watch? Because like,
Did he have help from Sarah or anyone, or was this all his plan?
he actually did this on his own. The help that he had was through Brett and Autumn, like, because they were staying in Provence throughout that month. So they were going around finding locations and being like, well, what do you think about this? Like, what about this place? And then we find this like castle. I had no part of that. They found like a castle chateau with like a lovely like dinner veranda that like looks over the mountains and like a winery. And I was just like, not me getting proposed to in the south of
Crazy.
France. Like it's
That's
so on point, but it's also like,
crazy.
yeah, never would have expected it ever. ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Show the ring. Wow.
Little emerald.
So is it like, did he know what ring you wanted? He did.
And funny enough, it's like when we were watching Summer House and the whole like when he asked me about, did Craig really mean that like if she saw the ring that she wouldn't have proposed? And I was like, yeah, it's a stupid thing to say. And he's like, yeah, well, what kind of ring do you like? And I was like, we're not doing this. But like emerald or radiant, of course. And like kind of like kept it casual. I was like, dainty, of course. And then he nailed it to a T that I just say I feel like I'm cosplaying Pretty Pretty Princess. Do you remember that game where you like
yes.
like
It feels so weird. I definitely like remember being like going out and being like, oh my God, like, hey. Like at the grocery store, I'm like, can I?
Yeah.
Sorry. I just was.
It's the equivalent of like dyeing your hair and then like catching a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and you're like, who's that? Like that's where I'm just like, wait, whose finger is that?
Yeah, or like driving and I'd be like, oh God, I gotta watch the road.
Yeah. or like the second you don't have it on, you're like, something is wrong. My finger has fallen off. Where is it? Did I lose it? Like
Do you enjoy saying fiance?
I love that word more than anything.
It's a hot word.
Right? Like
yeah,
you're just
it's
like
sexy.
I'm so sorry when just kidding, when my fiance called. So it's just insane, but
You
I'll be
feel like more grown up now?
maybe, but no. Like, I don't know. We're just so childish together that I'm just like, you stupid idiot. You had all of my friends lie to me. You lied to me. Like, I'm just like, I just want to be like, I want to punch you in the face, but I can't because, like,
Gorg. So did he just get like after he proposed and after y'all had dinner, he was just like, all right, I'm gonna head back to
so we
LA.
had 3 days in Provence, and so he stayed for that leg of it. But there was a point where like we're about to take pictures, and I look at all my girlfriends and like, are we still going to Italy? He's like, I'm so glad you were concerned about that while I'm proposing to you. And I was like, I'm a Virgo. I like to know what my plans are.
I had outfits planned,
and I won't be mad at you if you changed my plans. I just want to know right now.
It is tough with a proposal, like doing a bait and switch.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, now we know how good you are at lying to us as well. Where I'm like, even for a good reason, I'm like, wait, you motherfucker.
well, like you know, I pretended Natalie was going to a Tom Hanks premiere.
Right.
I was like, I don't think she's going to care about actually not meeting Tom Hanks.
Could you imagine?
I'm like, wait,
where's Tom?
Where's Tom? Actually,
You're like,
Tom's
this is
coming
cool,
still,
but, like,
right?
Like, yeah, it's a nice.
He's an American treasure.
Yeah, I'm not. No
he's Forrest
disrespect.
Gump.
yeah.
No disrespect.
That's Captain Sully.
I can't believe you would lie.
Captain Sully. Yes. Well, a couple that unfortunately didn't make it to the engagement was Susie and Justin.
Oh my God.
That gave
This
me so much
episode-
secondhand embarrassment.
Was so good.
So good.
It was
Yeah.
good. It was, it's long.
Long as
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
I
think
was okay with it.
no. Yeah, you
I
can't
will-
be.
I
You
am-
have a baby. You
I am
cannot be
invest-
okay with this much waste of our time.
I cleaned my entire house while
This is me
watching that
watching.
episode.
It was,
Why didn't they
It's-
get to that to the first episode?
I don't know. The setups, it's very like I have to keep fast forwarding every time we go to like a next scene because I'm like, all right, how much B-roll are we gonna?
it's too
Just
much B-roll.
slow
Yeah, it's too much B-roll. Nick and I were talking about this. It's like clearly they want to like get these long episodes, get as much content out to like give people the Love Island need. Obviously, we've been watching a ton of episodes. They're long. They're every night, like, and I think they're trying to jump on that train. But the stark difference between Love Island, like this challenge, quote unquote, that they had, this
Mhm.
kissing challenge, they tried to be so messy.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, you're going to swipe right on who you want to kiss. And then they go to like away from everyone. I'm like, no, Love Island, we would be doing this in front of your friends.
Mhm.
You'd be kissing your girl's man. You would be like starting fights with your girlfriends. That is what this is about. But Bachelor, of course, is like, no, we're going to go. They're all awkward kisses. They like get into this curtain circle and they're like, hey,
Gazebo?
Yeah,
so do we
So do you
kiss
want to do
now?
this or?
It was giving like kissing someone at your like bat mitzvah in the closet. You
Yeah,
know what I
it was
mean?
doing, like set up awkward, not sexy at all.
Yeah.
Not hot and steamy, not like,
Mm-mm.
it was just awkward.
I just thought one person was gonna be like blindfolded or something, so then it was like maybe like guess
That's
who
what
that
they
kind of
should
chemistry
have.
was. And then when I saw them like face to face looking at each other, just like, all right, line them up and
Let's
roll them
go.
in.
No one's making fan cams from
Well,
those
I've
kisses.
never been more invested into Susie and Justin's relationship, and
Yeah.
even when they were dating, I'm more invested
You
now.
didn't care
Well, it's I don't mean that disrespectfully.
for sure.
I just more like when they were on the gram, even their online relationship was very friendly.
Okay.
They were just friendly. They
Yeah.
were chill. They weren't like giving a lot of like necessarily like lovey-dovey. Oh my God, it was just more like
It was like Huda and Chris.
Like my homie, my bestie.
It was Huda and Chris. Daylight, there was no PDA. Nighttime, who knows what was happening?
Yeah.
You know?
Turns out a lot of emotion, a lot of.
A lot left over. And it's only been how many months?
When Lexi
Very
was
raw.
basically like,
4.
so you had a girlfriend. So I guess I can't date you.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like,
It is too much. It's not enough time that's gone by.
like basically, yeah, you used to date someone, you're not
She's like,
dating
and I
it.
feel like I'm second choice. It's like,
I mean, I
how
guess.
do you?
What?
That's
He's
not how
at
breakups
paradise.
work.
If you
Yeah.
felt that way now, just wait. She's walking in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick her.
Yeah.
Do y'all
Literally.
feel like everyone, including Jesse Wells, Hannah Brown, everyone on this cast is being weird? Like everyone has weird bits, has weird jokes,
Uh-huh.
has weird like mannerisms. Everyone just feels weird to me.
I haven't really been paying too much attention to them, I will say, because
Your
they're just
love.
yeah. Okay, that too. But no, my favorite thing was the first episode. Somebody was like, Jesse, like that man Jesse, he never ages. I was like, that man has a full head of gray hair that he did not have last year.
Like, no, he's literally aged.
That man is doing well. He looks great for his age, but like, why are we lying and keeping this in the show?
It does. There are a lot of like Jesse riffs going on that like are not landing for
He
me.
literally looks 80. I don't know.
Yeah.
When he pretended to hang up the phone and he was like, oh God.
I have to be
Wh-
here
why
with
do
this
we have
show.
to FaceTime them for that? Like he's on the beach. Why are they paying for
Or
him to
even
be in
the-
Costa Rica?
Why
for
was
him to
they
he
have,
FaceTime
they
them?
have so many hosts.
Why was he FaceTiming them to tell them about the challenge? I'm like, aren't you there?
It's your one job is that you're supposed to walk in out of nowhere and say,
Why
hey
are
guys.
you on an
Bye.
iPad?
Also, why did
Why did they have to do it on an iPad in the first
And then
place?
they
Jesse's the
threw
oldest
Wells-
iPad baby in
they
the
threw
world.
Wells under the bus? Who was it?
Oh, Al, no. When Jill
Jill.
shows up and she's like, oh, Wells isn't bartending. Shocker. Surprise.
like, huh? Like they didn't not have to air that.
Shots
I mean,
fucking fired.
there's so much. Every time we talk to Wells, it's always like I did so much shit they didn't air.
Yeah.
I'm sure Wells is always like, when I'm here, I'm living here the entire month. Use me, you know, like just let me know when to show up. I'll show up, and then they air that
Yeah,
of
and they
all
don't
things.
use him.
Jill like just
Yeah.
being like, Wells doesn't work. Like what? Like why are they fucking with this guy?
Imagine being at your job and someone's just like saying you're unemployed.
No, that's so true too, because it's like usually from like Paradise, it's like the bartenders at the bar as people are arriving and they're like making drinks and talking. It's like, why was he not needed for that?
Yeah.
They're awkward arrivals of like, hey guys, okay, well, I guess I know you from this season. Like, Wells should be facilitating that.
Mhm.
Like, hey, let me grab you a drink. And by the way, do you know Alex? She was on so-and-so season, but
They do have a lot of hosts.
They have a lot of hosts.
Yeah.
That kissing booth challenge, though, it was so awkward. Like they would just
Yeah.
walk in and it was like, hey, so should we kiss now? And then Brian, like leaving and coming back in, he pissed me off this episode.
Brian and Zoe.
No, Brian
Yeah,
sucks.
Brian sucks.
Brian sucks. He definitely like has handled the entire
Oh, that's the one who
situation
with
so wrong
Zoe.
with Zoe.
The one that like would like ignore her in the morning.
He's like, what do you mean by ignore? Like,
You
she
didn't
means you didn't
talk
talk
to
to
her.
her.
You said hi to everyone
she-
but me, but
Yeah.
then sat next to
I
me.
love
also-
Zoe.
She gave him the opportunity to tell her how he was feeling. And he was like, no, we're good. We're good.
No, he's also like, I don't want to move too fast with you, Zoe. And then meanwhile, fast forward 5 minutes, he's like in a pool with Parisa and being like, yeah, no, we're in love.
We're hot and heavy,
Like,
and we're doing
we're
this
hot
thing.
and heavy.
Uh-huh.
We love each other. Also, like Zoe, why are you being so clingy? Like,
Yeah.
why are you obsessed with me?
Then also the thing is like Parisa's gonna see that and then be like, she even said in this episode, she was like, well, now I don't really trust this man that much.
No, Parisa doesn't like Brian. She's just using him to get to the next week.
Which
Yeah.
And
karma.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Brian did to Zoe.
Back to my like everyone's being weird. I know that this is Alex's personality. I get that. But I've had conversations with Jonathan. We've had him on this show, friend of show. He's very charming, very funny, very charismatic, very easy to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the reason he's being weird is because he's like, I have no idea how to respond to you. Like, Alex makes everything so awkward, so uncomfortable. Yeah, what was that? She goes up to kiss him and she's like, what are you doing?
She needs someone to match her freak, and that's not Jonathan.
It's not-
Yeah.
But I honestly don't know like who it is.
It's very unique. She's
Who
very
it is.
specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very specific. It's kind of like Amaya, and she might
Makes
be
me
the
so
Amaya of
anxious.
Bachelor Nation.
She
So
is.
true.
She
Hey,
is.
Alex was the girl from Grant season with the llama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we love her, but I just
Yeah.
don't know why seeing her and Jonathan together, I want it to work so badly. And I'm just like, please stop.
It's just so
Why do
weird.
we want it to work badly?
I don't know, because it's like, I think that they're cute. I like both of them individually. So it's like when you like two people individually and they pair up, you're like, okay, like this will be cute. But I'm like, there's like the slight, like, I don't even think there's any chemistry between the two of these people. And Jonathan's like trying to be like polite, I feel like, or like, okay, like, no, but I do like you. And like, maybe she'll come out of her shell. But it's like, no, no one's trying here enough. And then when you guys are together, like, I'm not getting that, like, okay, we'll get there. They're going to kiss. Like, no,
Yeah.
just no natural chemistry whatsoever.
I felt like Justin really got screwed over this episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Susie accidentally really screwed him
Well,
over.
I feel like this is my biggest gripe with the whole season so far. It's just that things are moving way too quickly and too many people are going home too fast. Because I'm like, I don't want to see Zoe leave. Susie hasn't been here long enough yet. Like, it's too difficult to make these decisions so quickly. And we're losing like these big personalities so soon into the season.
Yeah, like what was
and,
it
like-
last week? What's his name? Jen's villain.
Sam.
Sam.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just like, kind of an asshole. You're like, okay, he was a big character last season, and you're right. He was on for 2 minutes.
Why are there eliminations every episode? Is that how it was before?
Usually, yeah, there's
Or what? I felt like it,
yeah.
because isn't it like a week? Like one episode is a span of 1 week or a couple days at least? Like,
Usually a week is 4 days, yeah. But I mean, how they're doing it with multiple episodes a week in 2 hours, I'm not really sure the timeline, especially now with the new format.
listen, Nick and I were very deep in this conversation of like, none of these men, it feels like, have any sort of game, have any sort of swag, have any besides Dale. Dale is
Yeah.
the only one
Dale
who
is
like
so hot.
knows.
Sorry.
Do you need a moment, Mary?
No, here's what I don't get. But
I'm
like,
not going to say a man's hot if I don't think a man's hot.
Dale seems like a really handsome, hot guy, but yeah, it's like, and it's not like he's the most charismatic. It's just like he's the only one who acts like he knows how to talk to attractive women. Like, just like everyone else is just doing a bit or just kind of goofy or awkward. And then, meanwhile, again, this is not like a criticism to Dale, but we are treating Dale like he's hanging out with billionaire Roe. Like all the women are just like, oh my God, he's so successful and he's so good looking. And I'm like, I guess, like what has, and again, that's not a criticism. I'm sure he sounds like he's done just fine. He's got like a Hallmark movie. He's done some influencing. Like he kind of won the
Hallmark
Bachelorette.
movie?
He did like a Christmas movie. He has some nice
did?
acting credits. But like they're talking about him as if he is just like that Dale.
You just tall.
Because
Like he's still in the NFL.
all the rest of them are like fresh off of these shows or first night going homers. Like, and I feel like they're all kind of trying to become influencers. And like Dale, a little bit more of
is
an
an
OG.
established.
He's like an NFL football player. Like, is an
Yes.
actor. He's living in New York City. Like, he's got some, a
Okay.
little bit more under his belt. And I feel like they're like, this is a real man. And these little boys over here. It's also like, I've had,
He's getting brand deals.
he's getting brand
He's
deals.
got an agent.
I do feel for Justin.
We all must fight for him.
I feel for Justin. I feel like he's getting a little bit of like,
I mean, that was tough.
because
It's an impossible
he's a
position.
He's a friend of ours. He's very funny. He's like very easy to talk to. I feel like him being coupled up with Lexi, maybe she's a little bit more of an introvert. I do feel like maybe she's not an easy one for him to banter with.
Mm-hmm.
She feels as though maybe she might be a
She's
little
a little
bit
more demure,
stiff,
a little.
in a kind way.
You just went like
Of
this and then said stiff in a kind way.
And I do mean that. So I do mean that, Lexi girl. And I feel like if we saw him and Susie, this was their first time dating, like there was no past
Yeah.
and they met on the beach and this was them dating. I feel like it would be a lot more enjoyable to watch the two of them because I don't feel like, I don't know, their people are there. and I feel like they are each other's people.
They're isolated, so they have to like kind of like it's almost like we don't even know if you guys would actually interact this way. How'd you run into each other not in these circumstances?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like
Well, I just wish that like Susie didn't have to reject the rose the manner in which she did. It's just like maybe it's because I know them personally. I didn't think it was all that serious. Like Susie crying over the relationship. Okay, it makes sense. Fine. You're talking about a relationship that didn't work out, yada yada. But like you have two stars there. Susie's clearly doesn't have someone clearly getting a rose.
Uh-huh.
They probably were like, "Hey, Susie, we want to pay you a bunch of money to come on." They can't eliminate their star. So Justin gave her the friendship rose. Like, I'm going to save you. Like, it didn't have to. Why didn't he just say, "Hey, listen, my connections aren't as strong." Like, but maybe it was editing. I don't know. Or what Justin didn't say. But just say, "I don't like Lexi." But don't make it seem like you're giving the rose to Susie over Lexi. As if like he's trying to like reconsider pursuing a relationship with Susie, which I don't think he is.
And that's the way it definitely felt, was that it's like you're choosing Susie over Lexi,
Yeah.
where
And Susie's reaction gave, I can't accept this, as opposed to being like, all right, well, if you don't like her, then yeah, fine, I'll take that friendship rose. Thanks for having my back.
Right. right.
And
then,
instead it was like, no, I can't accept it. And Justin's like, we can't be like, all right, Lexi.
yeah. So then, like, does Justin go home because he also doesn't get a rose?
I think everyone's going to be saved.
Yeah, because it seems
think
like they're the
everyone?
biggest storyline of the season as well.
Correct.
Wait.
Can you imagine if one of them goes home? I'm
You're
I'm
like,
not
what's
watching.
the show?
We're
Yeah.
turning it off. Also, Dale's explanation as to why he chose Kat. I was sitting at the bar and I looked over at her and I got lost for a moment and for I don't know how long. And I haven't felt that in
Ever.
a long time.
I've never looked at someone and thought, wow.
thanks for telling me that you didn't listen to a damn word she said.
He's like, she's hot. And she is. The thing about Dale and Kat is they are very hot
They're
together.
hot.
Yeah.
They're really hot.
You know what I love about Kat showing up for this season?
What do you love?
Because she was kind of like, guys, this is who I am. I am a little crazy.
She's like, did
She
you
is
think
owning it.
She's like, did you think I was kidding last season? I wasn't.
She's like,
I'm
"So I
back
don't know if you
again
know."
to show you I was being for real.
It's diva behavior. I love it.
Are you a little jealous? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She said they were talking for too long, so I decided to go play mermaids. Okay.
I needed to be in his eye line.
Yeah.
I respect it.
She's not like coming in and being like, you know what, that was a bad beat. I want to show a different side of me. She's just like, yeah, no, okay.
So part 2.
Yeah.
Wells being like, yeah, you haven't got hives this time. She's like, no, I have.
That's so me coded. Getting
No, I
hives.
actually have.
Jeremy needs to wear more sunscreen.
This is my biggest question on these kinds of beach shows. Is production making sure they're wearing sunscreen? Are they forcing them to wear sunscreen, or is it just on them? Because in Love Island, Pepe got a little bit of a sunburn, but that was the first time we ever heard of anything
Honestly,
like that.
I don't. When another adult tries to tell me to put on sunscreen, I'm not listening to you.
Exactly. So it's
You
like, are we
know,
just
like,
trusting?
I know my skin.
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes you don't.
Sound
Are
like
we
a
just
reality TV
trusting
star.
them?
It's like, here, you should really put on sunscreen. Like, no, I'm okay, thanks. You
Sun's
put
the
on
sun,
sunscreen.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Sun's the sun.
So like, what if you're on Bachelor in Paradise first day, you get absolutely fried? Like, what happens?
I mean, Parisa kind of had a little sunglasses tan. Did
It's
y'all notice
definitely,
that?
Yeah.
I'm sure has happened. And to answer your question, yes, there are definitely handlers and producers who might be like, hey, make sure everyone wears sunscreen. There's certainly plenty of sunscreen around.
Mhm.
They aren't your parents, you know?
Yeah.
So like at the end of the day, if you
Don't put it
You
on.
cry like a
if you want to
crawfish.
be like, oh my God, it's the sun.
Yeah.
First day burn. Gotta get a base. You know, that's kind of on you.
Then you're just peeling
You're
the whole
just-
rest of the time.
You literally are just like have dead skin hanging off of you while you're trying to like
I'm
smooch babes.
Sure, they've got bottles of aloe too at the ready.
I guess. I
How-
just see that happening for me if I ever went on any
How
of
do
these
you think
shows.
they're gonna when they bring in the old people?
The Goldens.
I'm really
At this
excited.
point, I'm kind of like, bring them in.
Guys,
Let's see what happens.
I can't watch one more
No,
drum
I
shot.
hope that they keep just saying next week the Goldens are coming every single time.
Didn't Wells say something about it? Or he was like something about the Goldens coming in?
the I don't know, the
He made a
preview
joke.
for them saying in our next game you're gonna tell us your biggest secret. No, I don't want to. What do you mean? Tell you my biggest secret? It's my
I'm-
biggest secret for a reason.
It's like I'm definitely not telling you guys. It's a TV show.
I'm making one up right now.
Literally, and all of them being like, I toot and then blame it on the guy next to me. Like, I don't give a fuck.
That is
That's
not your
biggest
deep-
secret.
No.
That's definitely not your biggest
No.
secret.
Definitely not.
Someone just goes, I have a body and it's buried at this location.
like, I've committed murder.
But here I am finding love. I'm Jen Shaw. I'm committing elder fraud. Like, they're not going to
Like,
say
unless-
that
no one's
shit.
saying that.
No. Say it with your chest.
Yeah, unless one of the people are just like admit to saying something as crazy as just like, I knew I had chlamydia and I still had sex with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Be honest.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting like the Goldens are putting their feet on OnlyFans. And like, cool, get your bag, sis. I don't
Make that
care.
money.
Also, that's not a secret. You're an OnlyFans.
It's under your name.
The link is in your bio.
I've watched your content.
I really hope the Goldens come in and get messy. I
They're-
really want
they're
to. I think it's.
not. They're not.
But what if they did?
They're not.
Do we know how many episodes this season is? If
It's
every-
already too many.
every
At
episode
this
is 4
point, I'll be
hours
honest
long.
with you. I've seen enough.
It was a much, much better episode than the first week.
Oh,
I was-
100%.
I loved it.
I am enjoying it, I will say, but I will say there's just too much B-roll in between for me to be like, get to the point. Show me
Yeah.
the scene. Somebody make out. Why are we like kind
No
of
one's
having
making out.
We're having a lot of side conversations that do not matter.
No one's making out. No one's being messy.
Well, Justin and Lexi did.
Well, there's just a lot of like, you know, out of respect for everyone, out of respect for, I just want to be.
I don't wanna step on anybody's
I wanna be respectful.
toes. And I'm like, step on toes.
That's your
Give me
job.
drama.
You want to know what says it all?
What?
Is that in the kissing challenge, the kissing booth challenge, like some of them just didn't want to kiss anyone.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
we're on episode 2. Like, you guys should all be swiping right on everyone.
Well, Spencer and Jess are married, so they're not kissing anybody else. Boring.
It's just
one's
guys.
Jess?
Oh, same
The
with
little
Justin.
short
Justin.
one that's with
Oh.
Spencer, the goofy. He didn't speak at all
The
during
matcha
Jen's
latte
season.
guy.
Wait,
And now I'm like, I understand.
Lexi walking in to kiss Justin, and she just like hugs him. What
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah.
This
Oh
is
my
what
God,
I
it's so
mean.
awkward.
Beldasha.
Beldasha!
Stiff.
But even Beldasha,
So
like,
awkward.
like she knew that she was gonna get kicked off that island if she did not lock some
Beldasha
lips.
was a
She stepped-
character.
she
She
stepped
stepped
the
it
fuck
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna need the rest of the cast of Bachelor in Paradise to do the same.
Get horny now.
Lexi's moving as if her entire church is watching.
Literally. And her father is the pastor.
Hey,
She
No
not
offense.
too much.
Not too much on my girl, though.
It's like you dated someone.
What did she say
So
to
we-
Susie when she sat Susie down and she's like, I just like love you so much. And I just like really want you like to be okay with this. And I want you to feel comfortable. And I'm just like so sorry. And I just love you. And like you're my bestie.
I was
and
like, you met her once and you also broke up with him, like literally an hour before she walked in.
She's like, do you think I'm gonna get Justin's rose? Like, y'all are broken up.
He sat there was like, wait, what? I thought we were having a nice time. She's like, I just, I want you to see other people. I want to see other people. Well, how do you feel about seeing his ex-girlfriend walk in?
Yeah.
You did that.
You
Yeah.
sent yourself home.
You did. Everyone apologizing to Lexi during the rose ceremony. Like, I'm so sorry. They're like, for what? She
what?
broke up with him.
She told him she didn't want his rose. He had no one else to give it to. And even then, why would he give the rose to a girl that says, I want to date other people, not just you?
Literally.
Yeah.
You're saving her for other people.
So he's like, hey, I made you promises when we were dating. I'd always have your back. So here's you getting a one-way stay to paradise. And she's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. Justin can't win.
Guys, it was nuts.
I know.
No, Justin got screwed over.
Justin got
He
screwed over
did.
so hard.
But we do have Susie on the show on Thursday
So I'll watch my mouth.
to get
We'll
some
get the
clarity.
real-
I've never
yeah.
been more invested in their relationship.
I'm just hearing the subtext of your relationship was boring as hell while I was following it on Instagram, but I love it now. That you're not
they were
together.
just very private. They
Well-
just did mostly bits online, and they
And-
didn't really like.
Like TikTok trends? What do
Which
you
is
mean
like-
bits?
Yeah, they were just like influencing,
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a
wasn't-
lot of
but-
brand deals, had a lot of, a lot of
but they didn't really
trends.
like, and which is fine. They just didn't share.
This is definitely the first time I'm seeing like them sitting down and Susie crying and being like, it's just too much. I was definitely like, oh my God.
It was
no,
real.
y'all. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay. Y'all love
Okay.
each other. My bad. My bad. I
I
didn't
thought you
know.
were just selling lip gloss.
And I was buying
I
it.
wasn't
Yeah.
sure. I was
Those
just like, oh, they're
bits were
good. They look
good,
good
yeah.
together. They, swipe up. It was like great.
I'll take 5.
And then Justin crying when she rejected him. It was all, there's a lot of emotions there. And I'm excited to ask Susie all about that. So, period.
Watch your mouth.
I want to watch my mouth. I think your relationship is amazing on Instagram, and I think whatever this is so entertaining to watch right now.
No, listen, they showed up and decided to be like, you know what? People didn't realize that we dated.
Yeah, did not, and now I'm in it. I'm like, what are we gonna cry
They're
about next
saving
week?
paradise.
Facts.
Mhm.
They honestly are. I don't really care about anyone else.
No.
If Zoe's gone, Zoe's gone. There's really no
I
one
do
else
like
with much
Zoe.
of a personality.
Also, the bombshell entrances. Is
Okay,
No.
here's the thing about the
Is that what we're
Goldens.
calling them?
That's what I'm calling them because it's very Love Island. They're like, you know what? Why don't you come in on a jet ski? Come in on a motorcycle on the sand.
They just
Except
walk
they're like
in.
fully closed.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for like the slow-mo bombshell type entrance for the Goldens. I think it's gonna be really awesome.
Oh my god, I don't need that.
Yeah, but then they get in Jill, like Jill comes in and it's just like, oh, Goofy Jill's got jokes. And then
Wait, what was Parisa? Her being like, it's catching men is like catching spiders. You save it and then you attack. It's like, you didn't write that. So did someone tell you to say that? Because if so,
Probably.
I'm
fire
sorry.
them.
I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with Parisia. I can't explain it.
did
She
you-
doesn't make any
is it
sense.
Parisia or Parisa?
Parisa? Okay,
She's
sorry. I'm
Parisa.
obsessed with
Not that
Parisa.
obsessed.
So wait, was there a bit
I'm
that
obsessed with Persia.
it's like, no, you're not.
She's
Clearly, you're not.
I'm doing my best.
she's from Iowa.
All right, well, that does it. So
When Jill, it was a tough when Jonathan's like, yeah, Jill, she's got a date card. She doesn't have the rose, and she can't get a date. Why we?
Jonathan being like, she's like, you probably want to run it by. He's like, no, I already did. I told her like it's cool, we're friends, like we're friend zone. I was like, holy shit,
Whoa.
immediate friend zone. It's crazy.
Yeah, we can go as long as we're friends. And then she's like, well, I just want to see if there's a cracked window that I can peek my head through. He's like, and then the whole time he's like, just so you know, we're friends.
Yeah.
They did kiss, and he was like, there was a little bit of a spark.
It was honestly, that was borderline on forced. Yeah. All right. Well, that will do it for this episode. Thank you to our guests, Dayna and Katie from Disrespectfully and Taylor and Clarke. We got a just doozy of an episode lined up for you for tomorrow's Going Deeper. We're not going to spoil it just because, well, we're just not. But I promise you, y'all will be listening. And we will see you tomorrow. On Thursday, it's another jam-packed episode. Thursday and Friday will both be jam-packed. We got a stacked lineup of guests, including some Love Island contestants, some people from the Valley, Bachelor in Paradise. So much to get into. Stay with us all week. We'll be getting into a lot. Until next time, enjoy your day. Bye. Hey guys, if you loved what you listened to, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.